Hi guys, once again, welcome in. We're going to look at all of the zodiac signs here today and see what's going on. So I already did a general for today. And so those of you who may not be getting notifications, please come back to the channel and just check on the live section because I am doing readings. Okay, I've had people in the past, I don't know how they're getting through. Sometimes I'll get I'll have to really go look for it. And the other day I was looking at comments and all my comments are shut off, but we know that people mess with my platform. But I had seen on there, I don't remember how long it's been, but somebody said sometimes they get notifications, sometimes they don't, and it's because somebody messes with my platform and stuff. They don't have no right to do that. Okay, I have freedom of speech and I have rights just as much as the next person. You don't agree with something, just click off, man. That's all you can do. See you later. It ain't gonna bother me and all that kind of stuff. Some people think they own me and they don't. You don't. They're trying to get away with the crime and all that kind of stuff. I look at a lot of crime if you are new, and so buckle up. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around. Okay, so anyway, today is May 1st, and like I said, this is the second time I've jumped on today. I did all of the, I did like the group, like the earth and air and water and fire yesterday on the live, and so they also can be found if you want to just look at general group element energies. But I'm going to go down the whole list of the zodiac here and ask at the hand of the Most High to reveal what he wants to show. So anyway, welcome. We're going to start with Aries and see what's going on. I think last night I thought we were still, the sun was still in Aries, and it's not. I think we're in Gemini right now. So but anyway, I just wanted to apologize that collectively for everybody. So let's go ahead and get started. I think I'm going to use this deck. Most High, just invite your presence here. What's going on with Aries energy or the cross watcher to Aries? If you're upright, you're upright. If you're not, you're not. If you're willing to get things right, I applaud you. If you're not, and you're some type of a kook, you're not going to like me. You're really not going to like me. I feel energy, and I'll speak right out of a place of truth, whether you like it or not. Okay? I won't speak outside of what God Almighty will say. I fear Him. And God tells us we don't have no wisdom unless we fear Him, and I fear Him. All right. Anyway, what's going on with Aries, Most High God? Show me Aries. What do they need to know? I take authority over every demonic entity, every lying, deceptive piece of nutcase energy right here, right now. And you will bow to the Most High God, Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth. We have the Three of Pentacles. So there's third parties around you, or you're trying to collaborate with somebody. That could be positive or negative. We also have somebody all up in their feelings, crying over spilt milk, over some stuff. And either somebody won't turn around, or they're acting like they are turning around. There's third party around something. In the general today, somebody was so freaking jealous and they were two-faced on something over somebody's connection. And so those of you who are like in a connection, for some of you all, it's off and somebody got murder on the mind with it. Okay? And so yesterday, all day yesterday's readings that I did on any platform turned out to be OMG stuff. Okay, something's wrong here with the third party and crying over spilt milk. Some big fat baby is here. So anyway, those people got jealousy situations around you. They're very dangerous. Aries, we've got the Six of Pentacles. So the word bribe came out today. You take this bribe, it's going to kill you. You're going to become a karmic. It's going to make you twice dead. You're going to be dead in this realm, and then when you do die from this realm, you go straight to hell, and you don't return for nothing. You gnash your teeth. This for a lot of y'all, this is a bribe. Somebody's trying to equal give and take somewhere. If somebody's crazy over your connection and bribing around you, then somebody's stupid fool somewhere around Aries connection or the cross watcher. There's the fool right here. This is about having a new beginning. Again, in this deck, normally the Five of Cups, there's only 2 cups left to get into unity. There's third parties out here with the Three of Pentacles also showing up out here. And so whatever that represents for you, somebody's trying to give a little something here. And The Fool in the pictograph language represents some type of a covenant is around something. Also, signing signatures to something is out here. There's money, there's pentacles out here. So Six of Pentacles also would show us scales over somebody's head. And today, somebody's partner in law enforcement, somebody was upright, somebody else wasn't. And they were taking information, and they were two-faced with the information. They're trying to get away with the crime because they think they're a big shot somewhere. For those of you dealing with people in law enforcement and stuff, good cop, bad cop, I don't know. But there is a fool will return to vomit because it says, God says that fools return because they're caught up in folly somewhere. Somebody's caught up in something, they're not going to be able to get out of it. Whatever this is, or whatever you think you're trying to do to collaborate with somebody, you better make sure who you're collaborating with is genuine, because somebody's not somewhere. Show me, Aries. There's knowledge about something out here. The letter T is out here, whether you're upright or not. Person, place, thing, first, middle, or last name being called out with the letter T. But there's some type of new beginning trying to go down in some type of collaboration with the third party out here with you all. Show me, Aries. So trapped. Okay, you need to make sure you're not going to get trapped in some type of situation, because it's going to bring this out. Somebody was standing there in the general today trying to figure out what to do, and somebody was two-faced and taking all the information. They were talking behind somebody's back. It was petty nonsense going on, and they were given a bribe and returning to source, and death was there, and somebody went to hell. Yesterday when I was reading, it said somebody blaspheming the Holy Spirit, and there's no forgiveness for that with God. Somebody dealing with a very dangerous party out here. Okay? And so being trapped. Fell on that Three of Pentacles. Obviously somebody's like, hey, I'll give you a little something if you go do something for me. Somebody's a fool. A fool is a very detached energy. They don't care. They're just genius in their own mind kind of crap. So this card says stuck. They're mentally locked down. Also, another card came out about being locked today. Somebody has indignation and sexual abuse around something that's going on or did go on. Okay? It says mental prison and being captive here. This is a warning for Aries energy, or the cross watcher dealing with the crazy Aries. So there's a side piece. Okay, well, somebody's trapped. This is a mistress. This is somebody flirting. Somebody wants to, or they did, and that's why now somebody's trying to do a bribe and get back and do some type of revenge, whatever the timeline is. Some of y'all are already in this energy, and some of y'all are going to bypass it because you're going to take some wisdom and you're not going to get mixed up with the fool. And others of you all, something's wrapping up here, okay? Whether you can be trapped in something or not, I don't know. Flirting with others is out here. Again, there's a covenant, there's a commitment somewhere, and there's a third party around it. It says that the other woman or the other man, a secret hookup is going on out here around something. And so it said behind closed doors in the general, and a business deal was there, and the word bribe was there. It's dangerous. This is dangerous. There's terms, working out something, begging. We don't beg. Are you a dog? Dogs beg. Somebody desperate out here on some nonsense. Are you desperate? Anyway, somebody trying to negotiate something. The word negotiation is also out here for Aries. What else does Aries need to know most time? Again, a fool returns in their folly like a dog returns to vomit. Somebody out here begging, begging, begging. They're trapped in something. Anyway, prison is upon somebody. It showed so this morning. And a construction work or a worker or somebody you work with is out here. Attached to something going on with third party stuff. So look, God says if we lean upon the arm of flesh, you're cursed. Go ahead and beg and beg and beg somebody because you think they're going to meet your need and something that you want, instead of going, God, if this be your will, then work it out. Otherwise, I feel trapped. I need a way of escape of something. And God will hear your prayer if you're genuine somewhere. Somebody else is a fool. Somebody thinks that they're trying to get out of something that they have done, whether they signed something or not, and they face some type of prison energy. Electronics. There's the bribe right there. It is right here. It comes with a curse, like I said, because it splits your soul and your spirit away. We talked about this morning. We always talk about it on this platform because this is the hour that God said people would try to flatter and flatter and flatter. God says, I'm going to cut all flattering lips off. Somebody's a fool out here. Somebody got mental problem. They're stuck. They're locked down in a mental prison. And then the word prison came down here. Somebody's a kook. Somebody got mental split personalities. Okay. Something public going on, or something about meeting somebody at the park with this bribe. You don't take it. Jump out of the car. I don't know. Somebody was sitting in a parking lot yesterday in those readings. So there's a vice and a moral fault, and it was sexual abuse is what it was that came out today. Or you're some kook and you're going down. People are nuts. Show me Aries. A Cancer connection. So if you got Cancer connections, or whether they are the upright party for some people, they will be upright. For other people, they're the kook. Or somebody has Cancer connected to something, then so be it. The word stop. Stop it. It fell on that Three of Pentacles. Stop. Because again, somebody just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back and doing some crap. You're going to get yourself killed. And God's not going to stand in your way to allow you to go straight to hell. Show me Aries. If you just can't stop, I guess you can't stop. So a Cancer and a Gemini, specifically with Aries connections, is coming out here around something going on with electronics. I guess this fell out too. A death matter is out here. Again, returning to source came out here. Somebody's going to get themselves killed. Serious out here. You're dealing with step parents, step children, or up and down steps on a connection to something. Hospital connections or medical people are out here. Something dangerous going on. And somebody spread a rumor on purpose because they were guilty and prideful in something. So if somebody died over that rumor that they started, because it did say rumors were there, because jealousy came out this morning. If somebody jealous over a connection that was pure, they went nuts. They're spiritually just freakazoid in their mind. Now they're perverted, giving bribes. They started somebody took a bribe to start a rumor as well. It's bringing the death matter out here. They're guilty of something. They wanted all the attention off of them and on somebody else, and they've caused some crazy stuff out here. The door. You better hit the door. The door would be the Emperor card in the pictograph language, because there is some leadership involved in some nonsense. Or two leadership people are going like this in something that they've done against another party. Whatever it is. So travel. It's coming out like this. Okay, that's all that God kept warning about last night in those element sign readings. You don't go alone with somebody. Somebody had hidden intentions. God was going to allow people to know what it was. There was violence and stuff that was coming out. There's murder out here. Somebody from afar or something about going somewhere is in the hidden space. These are my hidden space cards. What else does Aries connections need to know? But specifically, a Gemini and a Cancer is coming out connected with something going on with this nonsense in a third party. They're the third party specifically. So choices, and then there's the word stairs or steps. I got those written on here also with stepchildren and step parents. So something about steps are connected to something. Be careful if you're standing at some steps. It's pushing, I don't know. Somebody's got some bribery around something. Somebody is crazy in their mind. They're mental. They're a lost cause somewhere. They're trapped in their brain. Insane. Somebody, there's knowledge of something. I know is the motto here with this house. Somebody knows something. This card talks about making a choice, and this choice is either going to make you live or die. says beware because somebody's offering some money out here. Okay, so a reconciliation. This card, oh my gosh, all week last week, that's all it was. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry. And it was all nothing but a filthy lie. Somebody's side piece, somebody got a stupid side piece out here. This stupid nasty hoe energy coming back around. They're filthy, or they're the jealous party because you did reconcile with something. They're doing some crazy cray stuff. So a choice about reconciling with someone is here. Whether they be upright or not for you. So, oh yeah, this broke today in the general. Again, the travel. This came out in the first reading. It's a part of this card. It's a journey card. It's already out here in another deck. In the hidden space. Somebody does want somebody to secretly go somewhere and do something. Okay, your family is out here attached to some stuff. Specifically, it said your in-law was involved in some stuff with whatever's going on. All right, your last message, Aries. There's a secret relationship going on. So the side piece is out here. Either you're the side piece of somebody's relationship and they know about you and they want to kill you, or you're the side piece and you're jealous because somebody's trying to make something right with their person and you're trying to kill somebody, or somebody is a third party to some crap out here going on. If a baby came out of something, then a baby came out of it. But this is a secret relationship that's hidden. This is a baby relationship that's come out of something that's taken place with, I guess, a side piece. It is a card that talks about a construction worker, a worker specifically is what this represents. It came out in wording as well. Those of you who've got construction workers, or you're just some type of, you work with somebody that really is here. Okay, this is luxury. A lot of money is out here. Okay, it said lots of fortune in the general reading today. Are you going to be willing to lose your soul and go to hell? You're going to die someday. Everybody's going to die out of this realm someday. But the thing about it is, once all of us leave this realm, whether you be upright or not, the people who weren't are trapped in a realm that they are going to gnash their teeth for being some type of cuckoo. Somebody is a cuckoo out here. Split personalities. A mental case. They've already lost their mind, and somebody's trying to sit here and turn back around and say, hey, be giving to me or something. And there's money around some stuff, and somebody signed off on some things. If this is your ex, the pictograph looks like two X's. It's the letter NG together. So either those two letters could be connected to something. The letter T is out here, and T and the X, Texas specifically. Somebody wants you to go to Texas. Somebody from Texas. Got two X's from Texas. I don't know. You interpret whatever this is, whatever those connections are. But there are choices out here, folks, that have a big fat consequence where your soul is either going to stay intact inside of you, or you're fixing to be crazy kook and turn into a karmic on something, because somebody is dealing with the fool out here, and they're dangerous. Fools are dangerous. They just think it's a sport to go do some wickedness, is what the scripture says. So this is a warning for Aries connections. All right, let me get these cards picked up and we'll go to the next house. Keep everybody safe, Most High. You want people to live and not die. People just think that money's just gonna make everything great and it's just gonna take somebody to hell. Greed is the root of evil, folks. Really, really, really is. All right, hold on just a second. I can see. All right, Taurus, welcome in, or the cross watcher to Taurine energy. Hope that you all are doing well. Welcome back if you are a part of this platform. If you're new, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Messiah, what's going on with Taurine energy, or for the cross watcher? Show me Taurus. There's a banker here. Something about a banker or a loan is connected to something out here coming through for somebody. Okay, if you had a question, it's a yes. Okay, if somebody's trying to do something where there's exaggeration going on, it's got a consequence. The wheel is out here. This in the pictograph language can go to work as well. This is an arm. This in the pictograph would represent the arm of God, and he's the one that turns that wheel in time. There's something about a specific timing out here, then something about a specific timing. The ninth house is connected to a husband energy as well. If you're upright, something can go in your favor for positive purposes. This is also about protection of something. This is going somewhere. It's also, because all that travel kept coming out, it's foreign people, foreign places. And we had child trafficking come out last night as well for some cases. So something bright out here with this, with Taurian energy. If you're in the upright, if you're telling the truth about something, not exaggerating. If that goes in the reverse, folks, this is a whirlwind on somebody that's going to that's prideful. If that sun's in the reverse, somebody's like pride, conceited, and ego out the freaking wazoo, because somebody last night was haughty and egotistical type of energy was there. So whoever's in the up and up with the wheel and the suns, it's great for you. If you're some egotistical piece of nutcase, you're fixing to get the arm of God punching you, and you ain't protected for nothing out here. It's also fortune when the wheel comes, but there is something real big about travel still coming out, folks. Show me more information. The letter Y or the letter J might be prevalent, or the letter Q, since we've seen the sun there. Show me more information for Taurus. Show me more information. There's teachers out here, or somebody you went to school with is also out here attached to something as well. So good news if it's in the upright. Pages bring good news. It's going to change something. There's something mutable here, okay? If this is in the reverse, for those of you who are, because I hit energies both ways, especially with that will be in here anyway. This is mischievous in the reverse of its energy, okay? And that was showing really big in those of you who have Aries connection. There's something stupid going on there. Somebody's a kook somewhere. But there's messaging coming that's going to change something for positive or negative purposes. Show me Taurus. What do they need to know, Most High? Children with pages or teenagers, thank you. Being at a crossroad, contracts are around something. So the Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, again, Ten of Cups is like emotional fulfillment, but in this deck you've got 5 cups pouring on people and 5 cups up here. 5 cups in the reverse of its energy is bitterness on some stuff. Somebody's at a crossroad and stuck about doing something. So somebody's got this is all fiery out here. I'm just noticing except for this card, all this is fire. Okay, got a strong Sagittarius energy out here as well, connected to something going on for some of your cases. Otherwise, there's just fire energy everywhere. Something very passionate, burning energy is out here around something, because this can go to like wildfires and stuff like that as well. Somebody's at a crossroad on making a decision on contracts. Show me more information for Taurus. So in the Aries, if this is fire, it does go to Aries for you. The Fool card was there, and it has a meaning of signing something. And there's contracts out here. It's got a consequence with it, with the will being here. Show me more information for Taurus. It's coming out crossing. What is this? This is the Empress. Some people are upright, some people aren't. Okay? And if your mother or pregnancy or something like that is involved in something, if she's upright, she's very giving. She does go to bank systems and stuff in the upright. Very caring, giving, patient individual, or that's you. If it's in the reverse, this is just somebody that's just like, hey, look at me. I'm so beautiful. I don't get anything with my looks, and their nutcase. Okay? This is the second in order to something. So if you are married, because the marriage stuff was really big yesterday, then somebody bisexual out here is what it's showing me. All right, I get the word for gay out here. The word really goes to goy, which represents other nations. You do have foreign people, foreign places. So those of you dealing with people in faraway places, they're out here attached to something. Somebody sets up in a big place out here. around some authority energy. There's messages around you coming or have already came. Somebody's at a crossroad about making some decisions with you or for or against you. Somebody goes both ways. It was all over. If your brain's speaking new, yesterday, all day long, nothing but people being married and sleeping with same sex kept coming out. It didn't matter where I was at reading. I told how I turned the camera off, and in a totally different deck, I went and had lunch and sat back down my table and stuck my hand down in a totally different deck that I didn't even use. And one of the cards fell in my hand was somebody who lived a secret double life in their marriage, and they were gay. And so somebody's either husband or wife, or somebody dresses up like one way or the other. It is out here. There's some type of contracts around something going on. That ain't gonna be for everybody, but boy, it was just everywhere yesterday when I read. There's money and greed or not opening up, or somebody's doing some contracts out here because of a grudge around Taurus energy, or that's you doing it. There was bribery going on in the Aries reading. Show me Taurus. Show me Taurus. And there was a secret relationship that was in that Aries reading. A pregnancy was there. And she represents pregnancy. Okay? So a finality. There's differences. There's divorces. Something's going to change out here. Breaking up. Not looking back. Okay, well, something's going to be positive for you. If you're doing all that in upright energy, then great. If you've went through a divorce, because 2 exes showed up in the Aries reading, they are crazy in doing some stuff around another person then. Okay, there's the side piece again. It was in the Aries reading. It jumped out. And somebody's in witchcraft out here. Well, you're in error. That's what stubbornness is, as a sin of witchcraft. You might say, well, I don't do spells on people. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're sitting here like this. Yes, you are. You don't understand how karmic this is. To sit here like this in a grudge. You just you're inviting all kinds of demons, and your mind is going crazy, and your words, death and life, are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. And it's spreading out here because the wheel goes to spreading energy. You are in witchcraft. Whether you're doing it intentionally or not, somebody is. Somebody's a kook out here around some stuff. And the love of money is the root of evil. And there was lots of fortunes come out today. Or your little side piece that you have. Or you're the little side piece going on thinking that some witchcraft going to get you something that you want. You're a nutcase. Because it said so in the Aries reading, dating in the reverse. Somebody got somebody on the side, somebody married out here, and it's probably same sex. Because it kept coming out yesterday. It's freaking stupid. Oh my gosh. Sometimes I really hate to feel this energy, but the most I just lets it be expressed the way it needs to be expressed. Because people don't sit still enough just to think what's going on out here. Somebody's in danger out here. And again, if you're saying, no, I want a divorce, and somebody's obviously still got grudges, or they want to hold on to the money or something like that, some type of witchcraft energy is out here around your stuff. Okay? Somebody is hexing. There is a spell. There's negativity out here. So somebody's getting that wheel in the reverse, and God's going to give it to you real hard. Stupidness. Vengeance alone only belongs to the Most High. It don't belong to you and I. As hard as that is, it only belongs to the Most High. And only salvation belongs to God, is what he says. You can't save nobody. Your money can't save you out of something. Somebody is trying to make a little bribe. Hey, I need to get out of something because prison was there in the Aries reading. That's crazy. Somebody curse it out here. Show me Taurus. The mob. There's contracts out here. Somebody tried to kill somebody because returning to source has already come out today, and a death matter in wording came out in the Aries reading. Somebody trying to give this bribe in this contract, or because of a side piece energy, or your stupid crazy side pieces doing it, whatever the crap. Somebody's in danger for death. It says prison's up on somebody. It's going to be exposed because everything in the hidden is going to come out. Those who trap shall be trapped. Very karmic energy out here. You ain't getting away with your nonsense, cuckoo, on somebody else's life. Show me Taurus. It showed today that somebody's going to go to hell. It showed the going to hell card came out. And yesterday it says somebody already blasphemed the Holy Spirit. There's no hope for somebody. It's time to speak. Well, they are speaking. It's mischievous. They already probably did their little spell before they came to you. But there is no divination or witchcraft against the people of the Most High. The will goes to protection. It's the arm of God. Okay? Somebody trying to touch somebody belongs to the Most High God's people. God says that you don't touch my anointed and you do my prophets no harm. You're screwed. I don't know who you think you are, but you're not going to get away with something that you're doing out here. If you're trying to be a side piece of somebody's spouse out here, whether you have already done it or not, you think you're going to knock somebody off on something. Somebody belongs to God in the mix of somebody's case out here. God will just go to hell. He said, you don't touch my people. Anyway, somebody protected then. An older person is out here, whether you're the older person or not. Some older person is out here. The Empress is out here. She would represent somebody like that as well. It says somebody's wanting to stay. Well, your little side piece, those of you got little side pieces, they want to stay. And if you don't let them, they're going to try their little hexes on something. It's stupid. Obviously, there's a finality out here on something going on. Somebody don't like it. And they're willing to knock somebody off and try to trap somebody in some bull crap. And they don't understand. They're going to be the ones that gets trapped. They're going to be the ones going to go into prison and then sit there for a long time for being this way. Those of you who want to do what's correct, God's going to be with you. Not some fool out here. Show me Taurus. The Zoo. Okay, it jumped on this journey card sitting out here from the other reading. It was ripped in half. And somebody wants to go to the zoo or something about going somewhere. It's just a location. You could live close to a zoo. Some type of locations out here. And something about being shielded out here. Okay, well, somebody is. The protection is out here. Okay, run from this. You do need to run from something because the mob is involved in something going on with your connections. Okay, whoever's who in the Taurine connections, whether you're the Crosswatch or the Taurus. So there's the karmic piece of nutcase right there. Shh. It's the side piece. And they're nuts. Again, go with me. Okay? And then there's the mature woman. Okay? So she's out here. She came out like this. Some people are upright. Some people are not. Somebody is upright. Some people's a nutcase, karmic side piece of fool. Willing to put a bribe on somebody. Somebody belongs to God out here. Okay, the reconciliation. Somebody wants to stay. I don't want a divorce. Or whatever. Whoever's doing what. And if God's telling you to heal, and both parties are upright, then this is that third party. It's definitely showing so out here. Choices have a consequence to it out here. And if you say no to somebody, or they didn't like it, and somebody's trying to get you trapped up and murdered. Show me Taurus. Stupidness. So the letter F is out here. So the luxury rune was in the Aries reading. This is fraudulent. All this money, somebody wants to stay because there's a bunch of money around something. Just in general energies. Okay? It's fraudulent. It's going to come out because this rune says things are going to be unfolding, so you need to pay attention because somebody's around you trying to touch where they shouldn't be. Okay, this is also children. And again, somebody pregnant out here. Somebody had a secret relationship, got pregnant somewhere with their little side piece. Stupidness out here. What else is this? This tells you to trust. So if the letter F and the letter G, the letter L could be pulled out of the Empress as well. She represents carrying something off in the pictograph. The letter Y and the letter J could be pulled out here. Person, place, or a thing, first, middle, or last name, positive or negative for any given person. But whatever this is, you need to run from it. You're going to get caught up in something and get trapped. It's funny because this card here came out in picture. And the word trapped was over the top of somebody sitting there. It looked like somebody was sitting up against a window or trapped in another dimension of something because death is around something. People don't understand one little move that you make. That's it. It could be eternity for somebody. Dangerous, folks. We're not to be ignorant of devil devices. I don't care how you're feeling. Oh my God, you make me feel so sensual. It's not wisdom. Sensual nonsense is of the world. That's the worldly wisdom. Okay? True wisdom is easily being treated. There's no strings attached to stuff. Take it, leave it. You're not going to do something stupid to another person, but somebody's willing to be some type of kook out here in some foolish way. And so they're a lost cause because it stated that they had mental problems. So anyway, they're animalistic. We'll just take the zoo for animalistic people because they are. God's going to make something change out here. All right, let's go to the next house real quick. I'm hearing clingy, clingy, clingy. Somebody's very clingy somewhere. Somebody's insecure somewhere. All right, let's go to Gemini. Hey, Gemini or the Cross Watcher, welcome in. My name is Shannon. Glad to have you. If you are new, audio discretion advised if you have little ones around because it's really intense on this platform. You guys came out specifically in wording in the Aries connection, okay? So you might want to go over to that reading and get more of your story. Show me, Gemini, Most High God. What's going on with this? Something messy is going on. You have the message coming out like this. Okay, there's a piece of money. It's a bribe. It's for a lot of y'all, this is a bribe. For some of y'all, this is good news, and for some of you all, you can't trust this message. Okay, I'm going to read it both ways because it is coming out both ways. King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. If that's an Aries specifically, like I said, the word Gemini came out in that reading. There's messages coming around you, or you're the one going to give a message. There's something physical, or this is face-to-face messaging with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse, the Queen of Swords in the reverse, which is your energy. If you're upright, you're upright. It's just showing to somebody opposite of you. If you are upright, what they're about, and they're a witch. Because witchcraft just came out in the Taurine energy. This is about making an investment with the Seven of Pentacles and waiting and picking a little here. And so you could work with this person. There's 8 pentacles that are out here. This is you reap what you sow. And somebody's fixing to get themselves all trapped up in something, in this investment, because it's wrong. Whoever's around a situation, Queen of Swords in the reverse is nothing but a ditch witch. And they are stubborn. They got mental problems. That came out in the Aries reading, to beware somebody had split personalities and they were a mental case. That's her in the reverse of the energy. Those of you who are in the truth, and this is showing the opposite side of what you're dealing with. If you are upright Gemini energy, you need to be on your guard. Obviously, Queen of Swords in the upright is, give me the facts. Matter of fact, that's just that. I'm going to be straightforward. And, you know, it just is what it is with her in the upright. So if somebody is trying to make some type of a deal, or they're waiting on some type of an investment that's wrong. There's the King of Wands again. So if that is an Aries, he wants to be shown out here. Okay? And if he's not in the upright, he's a hothead. Oh my God. He's also a warlock in the reverse of his energy. Something trying to go on out here. Something wrong with this communication that either you're giving or is coming to you. Because God just said in the Taurus, because you've got pentacles out here, in the Taurus reading it said run from this. Okay, there were messages in that reading as well, and the will was there. It's got a bad consequence to something going on. Show me Gemini. If somebody's trying to trap somebody, or you're the crazy kook trying to do it, whoever's who. Show me Gemini, Most High. It's jumping on this page. A coffee date and being sneaky in the reverse. So these messages on somebody's got fake profile in, then they do. It's a fake profile. Somebody who you think that they are, then somebody trying to pull off that, hey, you think this message is so-and-so. It's really somebody else for some of your cases. Make sure you're talking to somebody online that really is who they are online. Okay? It says hiding from you. behind the scenes, social media. It's in the reverse. Okay, coffee date in the rear. If somebody wants to meet up with you and go somewhere, for I guess for a lot of you all, this ain't who you think you're talking to. You need to run from this. Somebody has invested in the mob, because it just showed so in the Taurine reading. It says meeting up. Hey, let's meet up physically, because it's with Pentacles here. Okay, a discussion. Let's have a discussion. Somebody in the Aries reading, there was negotiating going on and begging going on something, and something's over somewhere. In the Taurus reading, some side piece was there, and anyway, somebody's nuts. Somebody's got more than one person that they're dating out here. Okay, and so if this is also the person that really does want to meet up with you, their phone's backwards. They also got other people that they're also talking to and investing with in a very physical way. And somebody is in danger out of jealousy. Or it's going to bring some jealousy out here. Somebody's a snake. Show me Gemini. Show me Gemini. That snake card says, sorry to pick my teeth. I was eating right before I turned the camera on. It says rumors, and in the Aries reading, it says somebody deliberately started a rumor on purpose because they were guilty for something. So somebody did something wrong out here, and somebody died over the situation, or it caused somebody to want to do a bribe or do a mobbish thing to somebody, or it is causing that. Okay, so I'm just noticing that it says rumors, but that jealousy card came out in the general today. It's definitely here. It says somebody's petty out here, talking behind people's back. That also was in the general reading. Okay, well, anyway, that message, you can't trust it. They're getting on the phone with other people as well and chit-chatting about some crap. Then they are. Then this Queen of Swords in the negative is nothing but a freaking blabbermouth. Jealous about something. Show me more information. Jealousy is connected with death, folks. What's in the hidden for Gemini or the cross watcher? What do they need to know? You will vote. Thank you. So, thinking. Okay? You do need to think about this. Okay? Use your mind. Because somebody out here ain't in their right mind. Your home is out here. Also, there's it is with the coffin. Something real deep going on, folks. And somebody's in deep thought. I really hope you run from somebody who's trying to make you feel sensual out here. Because some type of an backwards investment is around you. Whoever you are. Something about somebody dying in their home could also be here. Or just ending something with the coffin. But for a lot of people's cases, it's already come out that the mob is here. Alright? Somebody trying to murder somebody. The devil card is here. Somebody very repetitious in what they do. I'm also hearing a black widow for somebody. I heard that yesterday when I was reading as well. So anyway, somebody who you think they are. There's coffin out here in the hidden space, and somebody's thinking about death. Okay, a government intelligence coming out here. Okay, we had investigation stuff come out this morning in the general. The word throw, fear, a river, throwing the finger to show how to walk or to live is also out here on that card. Better be upright because somebody ain't. You can get trapped in something. There's the third party right there. Self-control. Somebody needs some self-control out here. Well, somebody's a nutcase. Any person is willing to take a piece of money and go do something unethical and snuff somebody's life out like they're God. It's crazy. War. Go ahead, bring it. Bring it. Because every upright person got the hand of God protecting, and he's going to come up in here. He is a God of war to knock your socks right off of you, stupid idiot. It's ridiculous. Somebody's ex is out here. Queen of Swords also ex and an in-law energy, and that in-law came out today. If you're new, look, I just feel the energy. I'll just speak right out of space. And this is how it's coming out. That third party was also showing up with the Three of Pentacles in the Aries reading. I really feel like this is an Aries for a lot of you all that you're dealing with, whether they're upright or not. France connections. Jumping on that Queen of Swords in the reverse there. Or if you're upright and you're from France or going to France, whatever. So the Seven of Pentacles is about waiting. This jumps out on it. I'm tired of waiting. Okay, or wanting to stay. I'm sorry, I thought it said I'm tired of waiting. Well, somebody could be tired of waiting. Somebody is wanting to stay. That also just came out in the Taurus reading, and God said run from it. Some of y'all don't need to let somebody stay. And for others of you all, you need to let them stay. I don't know what your situation is, but somebody caught up in some death matter. Don't fear. Okay, don't fear. It says don't let them go alone. Okay, well, somebody wants to stay. That kept coming out all night last night when I would read. There's a warfare going on out here. If somebody's pushing you to go, because I thought that card said somebody's tired of waiting and somebody don't want to go and somebody needs to run from something. If you are going to let somebody go, you don't need to let them go alone, or you need to get up and go with them or something. You don't need to be afraid. You need to stay in peace and make a good, solid decision on something. But somebody is a third party to something out here. It's amazing that the word fear is out here, but then it says don't fear. So even though we may feel it out here, we don't give into it. God commands you and I not to be afraid. I have told on the platform before that scripture has saved me in moments where I have felt that taunting of the devil around me, and I've heard the Spirit of the living God's voice soft inside of me saying, I command you not to be afraid wherever you go. And you got God on the inside, because somebody does. Somebody's trying to touch somebody that belongs to God. You need to understand that God commands you and I not to be afraid. You're not allowed to be afraid if you stand with God. He's got you covered. Okay? He'll give you a way of escape of something, whether you go or not, or whatever this is about for any individual. He'll give you a way of escape on something and give you I don't care what kind of war you're in. I don't care what kind of devil is around you. I don't care who's jealous of what. You got the upper hand if God's on your side. Now, he's commanded you not to be afraid, and he's bringing it out here. And you need to know that. Somebody needs to know it. So this is eternity. In the hidden space, the coffin is here. Okay? And this goes to the wicked. We're living in the hour where the wicked's being removed. It said so in the Aries reading. They're trying to trap, but God said, I'm going to trap them. They're going to dig a pit. God's going to let them fall into it 6 feet under. They don't want to think, because somebody's a crazy cuckoo. There is no rest for the wicked. Somebody in the general went to hell today in that reading for eternity. Somebody going to be trapped in a realm. They're never coming back because of their nonsense. Whether it is the government intelligence or not, somebody is investigated somewhere, and somebody's partner's involved in something. Because, again, it came out real strong in the general reading. This could change everything. It's a radical change fixing to take place. So let them go ahead and be in deep thought about killing somebody. Maybe somebody right out of your home as well. Your enemies are right out of your own home. For some people's cases. This is a maximum protection. It's only going to come from God, because there is no protection outside of him. So it is eternity. It's also a victory. And so if God's got to kill somebody, get somebody out of your way, then fine, God's going to. But God's going to do it. You're going to war the way God teaches your hands how to war. And you're going to do what he tells you to do. And that alone. Okay? And then in that, you're going to get a victory. But there is just, in general, there's death around some stuff going on out here. This is the Y. This represents the year. It's the letter Y. Or the YR. Okay? Those two letters could be pulled out of something. What else came out? I think those were the only letters that came out in this reading. Somebody's name could be Ray, Rye, Ryan, Roy, with the Y and the R. The Y is also a J, a junior could be here. Anyway. Give me just a second. We'll go on to the next house. Thank you for forewarning, Most High God. You will find out all your enemies. No weapon formed against your people shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against us, you said that you give us the heritage to condemn their tongue. So we just take our heritage that you give us. We condemn every tongue that's trying to rise up in a wicked type of a way against your people. You said they surely shall gather together, but not by you. You said they will fall because of us. Make them fall. We expect it because that's your word. All right, Cancer. So Cancer, you were also mentioned in the Aries reading. There were third parties there. Okay? So you're part, so a lot of y'all are part of a third party with Aries connections. Welcome in if you are new. My name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Those of you who are part of this platform, welcome back. Let's get started. So there's the Six of Pentacles, okay? And the Hierophant. All right, well, this is about your morals and your ethics. This is a bribe for a lot of you all because it came out, okay? If you do have a download from God and you are upright, then great. This is also society as well. Preachers, teachers, mentors, prophets. A prophet energy was in the Aries reading as well. And again, the bribe came out. So bank systems also go back to the Hierophant. Any kind of organization. A banker energy was coming through my spirit in the Taurine reading, and they hold that in the deck. But it could be anybody. But there is equal giving and taking somewhere, or the bribe is showing up out here. The letter H might be prevalent for you, whether it's positive or negative. If the Hierophant is in the reverse, it goes to witchcraft. Okay, it's upright spirituality and truth and morals and ethics and integrity in the upright, and then it's practitioners, and the word witchcraft came out in the Taurine reading. Somebody in their marriages or the ex in some type of situation, or cheating in a marriage was there because the side piece was there, so all the energy still would be showing up out here. But somebody's got some type of scales going to go over somebody's head because the scales are in the Six of Pentacles, okay? But somebody does want somebody to go or do something or take this bribe or something like that. Show me, Cancer. Thank you. Got the Five of Wands. This is jealousy. The jealousy was just in the Gemini reading, which appeared with Cancer energy in the Aries as the third party there. Okay? Anyway, this is an apology, a new beginning, or being inspirational, and somebody checking something out. And so the government intelligence was just in the Gemini reading. Okay, this is a little spy around something, and there is a little spy around something. This is competition for somebody with the Five of Wands because they're jealous. So there's a little communication around your energy, with you, against you, for you, whatever you're doing out here, and somebody's giving something out here. Having to have some type of a strength is out here. The CH together is here in this reading. Where's that? Show me, Cancer. Give me just a second, guys. Show me, Cancer. I just heard grow up. Somebody childish out here. I mean, just coming through that way. We got pages out here, little communications, real childish, fishy stuff going on. Surprising things are out here. I just heard it that way. Grow up. If you can. Some of y'all got teenagers involved with somebody who's married. Somebody who's married and of age and messing around with teenagers out here. Okay? Somebody's married and got a teenager knocked up in a pregnancy as well. Okay? There's the jealousy. It's out here twice. Either you're jealous or somebody's jealous of you. Or both parties got jealousy against one another. I don't know. But anyway, there's rumors going on. People are talking out here. Okay? Somebody's very envious. They're talking behind somebody's back. They're petty out here. That was in the Aries reading where you guys showed up. This also came out in the reverse. I think it was a Gemini reading. Again, somebody wanting to meet up with somebody. There's phone calls coming, and that phone was in the reverse in the Gemini reading. Anyway, they dating other people, and you're not the only one. You're not the only little side piece somebody's got. Those of you dealing with that crap. Somebody married out here, though, with that Hierophant. That says meeting up, planning things, discussing. And some people are begging and trying to negotiate in the Aries reading. Dating multiple people. Okay, they're very secretive about it. I guess they are. Here it is. Terms. Somebody don't keep their terms. They're wanting to give some money. This was in the Aries reading. I'm only saying it like that because the word Cancer came out in that reading. Okay? It says they want to work out. They're begging, negotiating. Okay? Somebody's willing to be some type of fool because they're jealous on some stuff. Something real risky going on. It is. It's sexual. Unprotected sex. Somebody pregnant because the Empress was there in one of the other readings. There was a hidden relationship and the baby rune came out. There's a bunch of money around some stuff as well. For some of you all, that's only the reason why somebody's playing you. Okay? Causing a ruckus out here with a bunch of people. Jumping in bed with all kinds of people, I guess so. It says partner to partner, unsafe decisions. And so a sexual disease is out here. It's risky. Why would you want to spread your legs or pull your britches down and be a side piece to somebody? And somebody's got a sexual disease out here. Run from this. That just came out in the Gemini reading as well. You need to run from this. It says the Most High is going to remove somebody who refuses to let go. Well, they're begging and crying and screaming and wanting to negotiate something out here. And anyway, a health trainer is connected to something, or just something about somebody's health just in general. I mean, especially if it's sexual matters, it is. There's a seducer out here. The Page of Cups in the reverse is a seducer. Somebody got somebody's door code. Let me just say, in the pictograph language, the Strength card can have a meaning of a door. Somebody is out here giving, they're married and they got their little lovers, got your key. You talk about being tipped. May God be with you in that war. There's the Aries at the bottom of the deck. Like I said, y'all's name came up with Gemini in the Aries read. It's huge. Speak on Yehovah Elohim. You go to the gym with somebody. I mean, it's showing somebody did give something physical. Somebody got somebody's door code key. Electronics. Okay, well, that's a VPN key, isn't it? That also came out in the Aries. I think it was Taurus. There's secret communication going on. Okay, well, anyway, God says to run from this. Somebody could be sitting in a car lot. Okay, vomit and being sick. Somebody has got sexual diseases out here. Somebody really ain't that cute. They're doing something on purpose, and there's talent connected to something, okay? Or you're talented, or somebody did something in a church. Somebody gonna be exposed. Somebody is gonna be exposed. I mean, it's also gonna be exposed if you jump in bed with this ditch energy. In just a little bit of time, you're gonna find out you got a sickness out here. Nasty sickness. Show me Cancer. Somebody's just a sicko somewhere. Show me Cancer. I command for the truth to come to the surface. 1111 is a specific timing around something as well. It's an important number, okay? It's also something they use for twin flames. Also, November the 11th is also out here connected to something, a child connection. The letter J is on this card. The number 13 is also here. You could have a 13-year-old or 11-year-old or twins. 1111 just coming out that way. The number 4 is your foundation. 44 is showing. That's also an angel number. May God be with somebody, because something dangerous going on out here. Something about being happy is out here. Okay, well, there's secret communication. Somebody's doing something on purpose. On electronics, okay? Because whoever was talking to Gemini, I think it was Gemini reading that phone was in the reverse. Somebody's not who you think that they are on electronics as well. They act like they're happy, or you are happy. They're jealous of your happiness as well. God's saying for you to run from something or someone. Most High says that there's somebody out here that just refuses to let go of something, but God's going to make sure that they do let go. It showed that 4 Pentacles was there, I think, in the Taurine reading, and that is somebody holding a grudge on something. Let them hold a grudge. God's going to kill them. What else is in the hidden space? There's a child in the hidden space. Somebody happy about a child being pregnant. Then I guess they are. Somebody jealous about your pregnancy, then so be it. Communications going on in the hidden space. A contract, something being recorded, some type of a document is here, okay? The pathway, what pathway are you on? Or something about a dirt road or going somewhere. And for a lot of you all, you don't need to let somebody go alone. You need to go with them. Where's my ring bag? The Strength card can also have a meaning of births and deaths. Okay? So there's a baby here. Show me Cancer. The Eternity. Okay, so whatever your connections are, also with Gemini, it also came out. And then again, you guys appeared with Aries, and it's at the bottom of the deck here as well. This is going to be a radical change on something that's going on, okay? And represents the year. Somebody could have, you know, within this year, around November, something with the baby, or a year-old toddler is here around something. You interpret it, but this is maximum protection. For some people, they are going to go to jail for doing something, and this is a victory for those of you who are in the upright. But it is eternity, and death is around something out here that is going on. The Y and the R and the H and the CH came out in this reading. Something's fixing to be exposed out here, folks, on somebody that's doing something on purpose. They're sick in their mind, for the most part. All right, give me just a second. We'll go to the next house. All right. Leo. Welcome in, guys. Those of you who are new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around, guys. Real talk here. All right. Leo or the cross watcher, Most High God. What do they need to know what's going on real time for them? Somebody really tall is here. Real tall person is here. Queen of Pentacles is coming out here. If she's upright, she's very caring, very kind, very gentle. She could be a boss, she could be a mother, she could be you, she could be a wife energy. For some of you all, it could be communication with some money, which is for some people's cases came out with another pentacle or a pregnancy. She is a lower version of the Empress. You're either showing up like this or you are dealing with another female energy that is out here attached to a contract or money or secret physical exchange could be out here, or there are third parties. She's got 2 pentacles in her hand, and then the extra pentacle is here. So that's 3 pentacles, which is collaboration. Somebody is begging today. Somebody's a dog somewhere trying to beg and negotiate some crap, and there's a warning around it. You're not supposed to beg. Show me more information. Show me Leo. But some people are Canaanite. I don't care. Anyway. If she's in the reverse, she's a stubborn, jealous, stiff-nosed piece of nutcase. Do anything for a bribe. That kind of stuff in the reverse of her energy. Show me more information. Show me Leo. There is a stubbornness here. Somebody real tall keeps coming through. I know that ain't gonna be for everybody, but somebody really tall is involved in something going on. It's a clue to something. Could be a baseball, or maybe they are baseball. Baseball came out yesterday. I meant to say basketball, but anyways, whoever they are, there's a real tall individual involved in something. Whether they're upright, I don't really know. Show me more information. We have the Last Judgment. Okay. This is evaluating something out here and putting a judgment on something. The letter R might be prevalent for you. This is the head of something. It's showing as a female energy. Okay. If this is work, then somebody's putting an evaluation. Somebody's getting a judgment on something. So this is about also returning energy with the Judgment card. If there's a death matter, then something secretive is fixing to come out, because that's the death house there. Okay. Anyway, show me more information. And death has come out. It's come out like the mob. Stupidness. Show me more information. Bad stubbornness here in this energy. Okay, there's the devil. Somebody going to break the chain of the devil. He came out in the reverse. That's good. If this is a Capricorn energy and they are upright, then great. Then it would be showing that way. There is a senior is here, or somebody's senior in high school, or an older person. The S and the R, or this Queen of Pentacles is really a sir. It's also coming through that way as well. So the Hierophant with the wheel. The Most High's name is out here on something going on where there's a judgment on the murderer. Because God just said in one of the other readings, you don't touch my people. Okay? And in the pictograph language, Yah is here. The Most High God's name is out here. And whoever's trying to touch somebody who belongs to the Most High God's people, you're in trouble. This is a scary combination in the negative. And there's a video down below if you want to see what God's name looks like in the tarot. And we talk about it and how scary it is if you're not inside of his protection. Okay, somebody's breath is out here. So this devil, because it just said in some, I think it was the Cancer reading or the Gemini, is God's going to make somebody let go. If this Queen of Pentacles is in the reverse, God's forcing this devil to shut up, sit down now. They're getting judged for something. Whoever's in the reverse of the energy. Whoever they are. Okay? All right. Well, anyway, somebody's also wanting somebody to say yes to something, and there's big judgment on it. There's pentacles around it because there's a lot of money around something that's going on. So this is about being receptive, opening up. God's going to fill somebody's cup to overflow, because surely goodness and mercy follow those who believe in the Most High and walk with him. It's going to go either direction with this wheel. And if this is also a Taurine energy, that Hierophant came out, the wheel came out in the Taurine energy, and Taurus energy holds this in the deck. So just to bring that connection out here. Let me see what's in the hidden space out here for you guys. Something's changing. Something's getting started. It's going to be fixed. It's going to be a great big change. There's mutable, fixed, and cardinal energy showing up out here. There is somebody trying to get something started out here. And in a specific timing, it is going to get started. There's a big judgment going on out here in a really big way. There's somebody that sets up in a great big place out here. Connected to something. What's in the hidden space, please? I can't tell you the stubbornness that I'm feeling. There is a stubbornness somewhere. It's as a sin of witchcraft. Again, if that Hierophant's not in the upright and the devil is out here, somebody's in witchcraft somewhere. Because God said he was going to force somebody to let go of something. Okay? Something's a challenge for somebody. Okay, well, anyway, God's going to get the thing done. For people who stand in the upright, somebody's challenged out here on some type of a judgment that's going on. But God's going to make sure that the correct judgment takes place. Thinking. The thoughts card. That thoughts card came out with the coffin. I think it was the Cancer or the Gemini reading. Somebody's challenged in their thinking, in the hidden. And somebody is, because in the Aries reading, somebody had split personalities. They were a mental case. And then there's the change in the hidden. It's right here. This is about change. Anyway, secrets in the hidden space. show me Leo. What's going on with Leo? Look, I talked a little bit about this on the general today, or somewhere, whatever reading it was. That bribery has come out today, really heavy. And yesterday when I was reading, the genetic card kept coming out. And I stated in the general today that somebody's genetics have changed because of something that they have done. Okay? There's sex matters out here. Really strong. It's come out, especially yesterday, all day long it was there. And somebody's done something spiritually illegal to say yes to something. And it's changed somebody. Their soul has been lost because of some sexual nonsense, okay? Actually, I'm seeing a sex change. Like I said, it hit me that way. Somebody poses to be a female, but they're really a sir. Showing so out here. Because the 8th house goes back to your genitals. Immutable energy goes to a change, the sex change energy out here. Somebody's monster somewhere. It's illegal spiritually with God. That's why somebody's challenged, because somebody crazy somewhere. But if somebody's begging for you to do something, it's going to change everything. God keeps saying, run from this, run from this, run from this. So somebody's going to get trapped in something that you're going to wish you hadn't been trapped in, that you wouldn't opened up in, because it's really going to trap you. And you ain't coming out of it. It's appointed unto man to die once, and then the judgment. And judgment's out here, and the devil's a murderer. Anyway, you better think. I don't care how challenging it is for you to think about something. You better call out upon the name of the Most High God, Jehovah. His name is out here. It'll change everything for you and bring a protection and get some kook out of the way, and to break a chain of the devil. Maybe I'm just seeing a really, really tall giant type energy. I don't know what was coming through that way. But anyway, the ghost. Yeah, well, anyway, you better get the Holy Ghost. You really better get the Holy Ghost. And it's also kind of giving that feel of being trapped on the other side. Because, again, that coffin has just really been strong today. And if you touch somebody who belongs to God and they're protected, because the Most High got his name out here on somebody, you'll die and you'll go straight to hell and you ain't getting out of that place. So this is about leaving something behind and disappearing, being cold, no contact, being ghosted, okay? And somebody's confused or challenged why somebody or whatever, because God said for somebody to run from something, and that's what you're supposed to do. Not get entangled with some kook out here around something. Somebody married, somebody's husband. Okay, also showing marriage in the 9th house goes back to the husband. And if you're married to God, he calls himself our husband as well. But somebody last week or the week before, and it's come out on the platform again, is in a church where it's really same sex, and somebody's pastor is really same sex with their spouse. It's off. God does not bless that. Somebody had a sex change in it. They're delusional in something, because that energy was so heavy. And it comes out all the time, because the end time, God tells his people to get out of the church, because it turns into a whore at the end day. It's really pagan worship in those churches for the most part. Okay? Not every church, but I mean, you should be able to know who's who. Anyway, somebody's pastor's out here involved in something going on. Something's being changed. Show me more information. So that's incredible, because the devil card in another deck is called the ego card. This word ego jumped out in the reverse. The devil also jumped out in the reverse, because somebody's breaking the chain of a devil out here. Okay, that's good. If you don't have ego, then you're good. This is somebody that's around arrogancy, having too much pride, and being stubborn and holding back. God's breaking that from somebody. He said he's going to make somebody let go. And he's confirming it. Show me Cancer. Lost. Somebody is a lost soul. Okay? Running away, empty, feeling invisible, and cutting off. Oh, that ghost energy that's the right choice for you to do with if somebody says, hey, take this piece of money to go do something against somebody that stands with the Most High. Okay? If somebody is lost, somebody went to hell in the general reading today. The word thinking is also on the bottom of the deck. It's in the hidden space. Somebody's challenged in what they should do. Somebody don't stand firm with God. God ain't a God of confusion. God gives us the answer. And we're led forth by peace. If you're confused, then you just sit there until you get the peace. Anyway, somebody don't have peace. This is like changing, and God never changes, but a never changing God does bring change, if that makes sense. But God don't change his mind, in what he says is eternal, and we've had that eternity rune also come out. He's got covenant with his people, and that covenant is forever with us. Somebody else, half the church thinks God's changed his mind now, and God ain't. God tells us to have a sound mind, not to be kook. Okay, there's the Aries. They really coming out really strong. Aries connection really strong, and then the hospital is out here. So this also take you back to hospitals as well. You work for the hospital. I don't know. Anyway, something's out here changing. Somebody's sick. Somebody is sick somewhere. It says someone is taking advantage of a very humble person out here. It's unacceptable. Okay? It says your end is going to be better than your beginning ever was, saith Jehovah, because something's going to change. For those of you who've been dealing with the devil, a wolf. This preacher's a wolf. It comes out on the platform all the time. They are out there. Actually, the book of Ezekiel tells us in the end time that, because it lines up with Revelation and stuff like that, with the church turned into some whore energy, and they're going to get a drink, a double cup from God himself. But it said that the pastors were beating up the sheep, killing them. Somebody's a wolf out here. Ain't acceptable at all. Somebody says, I long to know you. I bet you do. Talked about that energy yesterday. Somebody out of country is here. A date. So that coffee date card also keeps coming out. You don't need to go with somebody for some of your cases. And then the FBI, we had the government intelligence also come out here. Okay, so whether you're upright or not, or you're doing an investigation, then so be it. There's the baby. Somebody did have a secret baby somewhere. The baby was in the hidden space in the Cancer reading. Show me Leo. I think I just called you guys Cancer just a second ago. Show me Leo. We have the letter T came out with the letter R that came out. Okay, somebody's name could be Terry out here, or crying with tears, or a rat. Rat energy was really strong yesterday when I was reading. Somebody was going to clear their conscience, I felt, and rat somebody out on something that they knew. It wasn't to be just facetious. It was to clear the conscience, to do what was correct. And we had mice pictures also come out yesterday as well. But anyway, this goes to the truth. This is the sword. This is hitting the target. It's also victory, but it's also malice and hatefulness out here. Whoever this devil is, whoever the wolf is, whoever's doing some nonsense, God's going to break it apart, and he's going to send the sword to a wicked party and put a judgment on them. Okay? And then the letter R, this is a removal, and you are going to cooperate. God's removing somebody out here today. Okay, this is the Raito, and so it represents the ride, and then we had all that travel energy as well. And so somebody's got travel situations going on you really need to weigh out in a really big way. Okay, Leo, that is what come out for you all. Let me pick this up and we'll go to the next house here. It's sad somebody will lose their soul and not give something to the Most High God and learn how to walk by faith and get out of this realm by sight, and be willing to play some Russian roulette and let your soul be trapped in that other realm where you can't do nothing about it at that point, folks. It's really sad. All right, Virgo, welcome in. Those of you who are part of this platform, welcome back. If you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, this channel is really intense sometimes. Let's see what's going on with you or the cross watcher to Virgo energy. Show me Virgo, Most High. What do they need to know? What do they need to understand? What do they need to bypass? What do they need to continue in? What's going on with Virgo energy? Somebody with a hunchback. I don't know what that means. Just came through. Show me Virgo. Thank you. We have the Two of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Fool. So that thoughts card keeps coming out. Somebody is really thinking. Swords go to your mind. Okay, an authority figures around you because the government intelligence energy has come out, which is the King of Swords. If you are in the upright, then you are in the truth. Somebody's listening to something. Okay, the sword is down. And so for some of you all, this person's truthful. For some of you all, if they're in the negative, this is cold as ice, dangerous, fool around something as well. Two of Swords can be a confusion, confliction card. It's also a card of I'm going to pretend like I don't know what's going on. So if somebody is pretending and being secretive, because it kind of gives off that feel of just sitting and listening to something, then whoever's thinking today that thoughts card really was there, somebody's thinking about something. This is knowledge. The house is I know. Okay, the letter T is the Fool card. It is a covenant energy. It also goes to signing signatures and things like that. Something about somebody's signature is here. Somebody knows about a signature that was signed. We had something about a lot of ink came out yesterday in a reading as well. So somebody has done something with somebody who had lots of money, because we had lots of fortune come out today, and then the luxury rune came out today. Your ex could be here. Also trying to return, because Fools return. There's something about being conflicted about a new beginning here with Virgo energy. Okay, somebody's crying over spilt milk. This is bitterness. There could be third parties out here. For some of you all, it is. Give me just a second. Show me this King of Swords. I feel led to take this deck and look at this King of Swords precisely for you all. Show me this King of Swords. Thank you. So a child or somebody that you went to school with, or stumbling up on information card, or somebody who's full grown that's got mental problems. And somebody does, because it came out in the Aries reading, they were a mental case. He represents that in the reverse. Okay, the Queen of Swords directly came out in the reverse in the Gemini reading. And for some people it will be the Gemini. For some people it's the opposite side of what they're dealing with. But the child has also appeared in the hidden space as well for some of your cases. If somebody's acting around your child, or there's a professional actor, the King of Swords can represent that as well. But the child comes out on that, whether that is your child or not, and there's something illegal going on around something, or your child signing something, or they're confused, or somebody's crying over spilt milk about a child situation. It's out here. The letter J and the letter T are out here. Somebody could go by TJ. I don't know. Either one of those letters. The letter P would also be here as well. This is about exposure. Okay? When the stars come out, whether somebody's acting or not, there's knowledge out here. Aquarian energy shows up real strong for you out here in the houses, if we want to be very precise. It won't be for everybody, but something, the word exposed showed up in somebody else's reading as well. So if this knowledge and this about a child or with your ex, or something is being exposed. Somebody act like they don't know something they do know. Somebody's sitting up in here cold as ice around something, bitter. Then the energy is what's showing for Virgo that's around you. Whether you know about it or not, God's exposing it. Show me Virgo. Somebody got some knowledge that they've stumbled up on out here. Show me Virgo. Reflection in the reverse. Well, that's good. If somebody is looking in the mirror, this is about having a dark night of the soul and a dark shadow, facing inner truth and seeing true colors. And somebody knows something out here. Maybe you look at your own child and you know their true colors on something that's going on. The Two of Swords is like, I'm just going to sit here and pretend. Somebody knows something out here. This comes out in the reverse. It comes out in the reverse on the Fool. Show me Virgo. We got a union. It says a reconciliation. That reconciliation card really wants to come out, folks. Coming back. Well, a Fool returns because somebody's caught up in some folly somewhere. Somebody wants to eat vomit somewhere on something. It's coming. If you're coming back and you're upright, then for some of y'all, there's third party out here that is literally torn apart in their brain on something, begging, negotiating some stupid stuff. Okay, this is trying to make something work out. A second chance is out here, okay? Or somebody's thinking about giving somebody a second chance, and just hopefully that it is upright. The past, somebody from your past is out here, okay? There's history out here with somebody, whether it be your child or somebody you grew up with or not, or whatever the child is for you. Something about left behind. That kind of energy was showing up in the Leo energy. And then looking back. And being boxed up and moving in the past. Around union energy is coming out here. There's an environment change around you and an empty shell that's cold as ice if he's not in the upright. And again, there's history, deja vu. So something about your past is around you where there's been bitterness. Somebody's reflecting. If you're changing and you're going to expose something, looking in this reflection and going through the dark night of the soul, and you're going to make something right and correct, then good for you. Calling somebody. I really hope it's upright for you. If you're getting the call from all those messages from the kook and you can't figure out what you should or shouldn't do, I'd sit there until you get it right. And not get up and go somewhere with somebody that's dangerous, because somebody is dangerous somewhere, okay? So somebody's wanting to talk, or there's something about unblocking or having some type of communication with somebody in the past here, okay? And there's knowledge or exposing some knowledge around you where you need to expose some knowledge about something, about somebody. If you know something about somebody's child even, you need to expose something out here. Gold, all the money. There is something about money. A preacher. There is a preacher or a prophet that came out also in wording, and the Hierophant was also there. A wolf came out just a second ago in the Leo reading. It's somebody who plays sports, but God also says it's just sports to a fool to go do some nasty stuff. If somebody's just acting out here around you and you are genuine, for some of your cases, somebody's not genuine. They're crying over spilt milk over some stuff. The magician is underneath that. And if that magician energy is not in the upright, this is a manipulator. So, anyway, I love your eyes. Okay, well, if you do, you do. Somebody jealous. If you're just saying that crap just for whatever, then you're going to have to weigh something out here. But this energy is around you. Somebody's either acting because of some knowledge of money. You do have history with somebody out here that's going to have a phone call with you. Or they've overheard something on a phone call. Somebody knows something out here about money stuff. So there's the conversation as well. Okay, if that's upright, then it is. This directly today came out in the reverse. This can have a meaning of older people. And so we did have an older person that came out. I think it was a Gemini reading. And there was two women that looked mature. One of them was a karmic piece of nutcase there in that reading. For those of you dealing with that energy, you do have a lot of swords out here for whatever it is. This is somebody also taking communication off. Okay? But there is a phone call. Then there's a phone call out here. It's also things going on electronics as well. And the word electronics came out in somebody else's reading. This communication's in the hidden space. If there's an authority figure around this communication where children is concerned also, somebody is listening to something here. I just heard the word riot. A challenge in the hidden. Challenging communication is out here attached to something in the hidden space. Okay? And there's the unexpected money. Somebody's challenge here. I want you to take the money, the bribe that showed up in the other reading out here. Or maybe you wanting to be giving in your upright. Somebody else is bitter around some type of giving energy. But there is challenging communication around money. And again, the word gold is here. There's a lot of money out here. The pathway, going somewhere, a dirt road connection for some of you all is also out here. Let me take this deck, see what comes out of it for you. Show me, Virgo, what do they need to know? Emotional ties. An eyewitness. Okay, somebody knows something. Somebody's seeing something, I guess so. There's a damage, a manipulator. Jail came out. The Fool card is out here. It says, as a dog returns to vomit, so a fool returns to folly. Okay, like I said, it's out here. You got a fool out here. The word confusion is out here. Again, somebody's thoughts today keep coming out in the hidden space. Thinking is challenging for somebody, because somebody's dealing with somebody got mental problems somewhere. But somebody went mental because of their jealousy, went mental. If you are dealing with somebody who's mentally challenged, I just send you love and light. You might want to check your baby out. Something dangerous then around them. Okay? Most High is too faithful to fail you and I. Okay? Also came out. And there's the word confusion. Yeah, somebody is confused, folks. Somebody is confused. Somebody can go to jail around something that's going on out here. Or somebody's trying to confuse some crap. Somebody's nothing but a stupid fool out here. They're just acting. Somebody is a fool. And fools are very, very dangerous. You need to go to God on how to handle somebody. That's why there's a challenge out here, because you'll get a blot with the fool if you don't handle something the way you should. That card says confession. This card says confusion. I may have said it twice. So somebody does need to confess something out here, because there's knowledge. There's some type of damage around something. Somebody has knowledge. Somebody's an eyewitness of something out here. The Urus came out. Looks like the letter N, but it is the letter U. Or somebody from the UN could be involved in something, or military connections. This is about making progress in something, okay? And something as damaging as something is, God is too faithful to fail you. And whatever you need to say about the past, and whatever this is to communicate, whatever it is that you need to do. If you don't do what is correct, there are consequences. This is a bad karma rune coming to somebody who's undeserving of something out here. Somebody just wanting to play a little game and confuse crap and be some type of stupid fool out here. God's going to smash somebody to the ground. It's dangerous. On whatever this is. Somebody, if those of you dealing with a fool trying to return to do something, you're going to have to put your trust in God. That it'll be damaging if you let somebody in that shouldn't be let in, because somebody is begging somewhere. And for some of your cases, it's only for all this money out here. Okay? Because gold is out here. There's a bunch of money. If somebody plays sports and is known in sports that I'm connecting with, then, and you're upright, they're only there for your money. Okay? But somebody got gel on them with Virgo connections. All right, give me just a second. We'll run to the next house here. Obsession. Hearing the word obsession. It's a demonic demon. That's what that is. All right. All right, Libra, welcome in. Those of you who are upright and part of this platform, I'm glad that you're here. If you're new, my name is Shannon. I'm glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around. Let's see what's going on between you and a cross watcher. Show me Libra connections. What's going on with Libra, Yule, though? Show me Libra. Thank you. So there's an apology coming. Queen of Swords. There you guys are. Also came out with the Death card in the reverse and the Seven of Cups. And somebody's very clear about a decision that they're making. Maybe you're walking away. There's 8 cups out here. Queen of Swords in the upright is very precise, very truthful. If she's in the reverse, she came out in the reverse in the Gemini connection there. And I hit energies both ways. So, and somebody is dealing with somebody who's got mental problems because it came out in wording as well. So if she's in the upright, she's very clear. If she's in the negative, she's a psychopath, can't think straight. 7 of Cups in the upright is a confusion. And so that word confusion just came out in the Virgo reading. So I'm hitting it both ways. 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody going to reap what they sow. Investments are out here. The Death card in the reverse can represent twice dead energy for me as a reader. It's been talked about today. And so whoever's trying to do an investment in a wrong way through seduction, this can be a seducing energy in the reverse. And I'm sorry type of energy, whoever's all in that stuff. And you're going to get caught up in something that's going to cause some twice dead energy where you can never return back to God. Then it would be dangerous. Somebody's very clear about a choice that they're making, whether it was right or wrong or is right or wrong. The Death card in the reverse also can represent something that's completely over, but somebody won't let something be over. And God said in maybe it was a Cancer reading or one of the other readings, he said he was going to force somebody to let something go that they wouldn't let go. If that means God says finally your time's up, you're going to hell, and somebody's going to be trapped in that realm. We've got pictures of it today. Okay, but something's over, and so if somebody won't let something go, God's going to take care of it for you if you're standing with him. There's authority, or your ex is around something, or your in-laws with the Queen of Swords. There's some type of a shocking communication out here around bitterness. Something watery around you all. Show me Libra. Something poisonous is out here with the 12th house. That goes to psychedelic behaviors and the negative of its energy as well. Something very transformative. Somebody's trying to create something here to confuse something. The 8th house goes to I create. And somebody, and this is like shocking, a fish comes out of the cup around this investment and this money around you. Somebody's watching or staying quiet on a choice, and they really are bitter, crying over spilt milk. They're trying to create something. They're trying to create somebody's death because the mob was there in somebody else's reading. Show me more information. Show me Libra. We have a surprise. There is a surprise in some type of communication. Page of Cups is a surprise. Unexpected actions. Spontaneous showing up. Unexpected change is here on something. Okay, well, positive or negative for a given person, better make sure this communication is truthful. Somebody knows what they're doing. If they know they're trying to confuse something and create something in a confusion, all that was literally just there in the Virgo reading. A lot of communication cards today coming out. Show me more information. Witchcraft. That came out in the, whose reading was that? I think it was Taurus reading. Okay, revenge and being sneaky is out here. Again, somebody got a little side piece somewhere, or somebody's ex is in a revenge, or an in-law, or whoever the crap is doing some nonsense. You got a single person or a divorcee energy around something. There's a revenge, plotting a payback. Okay, somebody's trying to do it through a death matter because they won't let go, but God's going to make this person flip up, or you flip up in something that you're trying to do, cuckoo. Whoever the kook is, this is a punishing energy. Oh, you're going to punish somebody. You're an idiot. This is getting even. You're taking on the role of God, that God alone out of the whole universe and this world and every world after, if it ever would ever exist. Only God is the one that takes some type of vengeance. Somebody is going to get in a mix of a situation that's going to literally get you trapped in something that God's going to say, you don't wear my shoes. Nobody can wear those shoes. Somebody's in error out here, and they think that they're going to put hexes and everything else on somebody. There's spell work going on. Stupidness. There's a fake profile and phone calls going on. Surprise phone calls. Okay, behind the scenes, something about social media is going on. Somebody got fake profiles. Very deep, secretive stuff with a single person. Also, or you're jealous of that person, or whatever this is. Somebody's hiding from something that's going on or trying to go on. What a shame. The ring in the reverse. This is, hey, let's make a deal. Let's make a contract. It is the mob because it came out. Okay, this is backwards. When I picked the single card up, the proposal card was there. And last night when I was reading for the elements, that proposal was in the reverse, and somebody was saying, hey, I want to go to the next level and all that stuff, but it was all off. It was dangerous. Okay? And somebody doesn't need to get hooked up with this contract. That's a death contract. Okay? This is the occult when it comes out. Very secretive, something very secretive around you all. Okay? Somebody knows about it. That's interesting that the confusion card came out in the reverse, because Seven of Cups in the upright is, I'm confused, what do I do? In the reverse, it's very clear about how to choose. It does in the upright, you ain't confused, you got God on your side. The same with this. In the upright, it's distorting, confusing. Okay? Somebody's very clear about something. About somebody's revenge. Somebody's stupid nonsense is going on, using witchcraft to do something. Somebody who's in some type of religion. Look, the heart came out in the reverse. Somebody's really not in some type of union with you. Somebody was trying to allure somebody today. And again, this is a seducing spirit in the reverse of its energy. Somebody acting like they are something that they're not out here, folks. But they really still are in this bitter mode. Queen of Swords in the reverse is a very bitter card. Cold as ice energy. Okay? In a moment, something going to be transformed out here. You get engaged with this energy. Show me Libra. What do they need to know? Don't be a fool. Because somebody does have a fool around real heavy in the Virgo reading. Somebody's suffering out here. Shows it right here. It doesn't give you a right to go take revenge on somebody. Somebody already did take revenge for other people's cases. Caused a stupid confusion on purpose with somebody and did some crap out here. And now you're suffering. Let us not suffer for wicked stuff. If you are, that was already turned over. If you are, feeling remorseful for taking revenge and doing some stuff, and if you still have your soul and God hadn't completely shut that door on you, I would not waste 1 second of my time at all to make something right out here. You better do it real quick. Only today is the day of salvation. And salvation alone only belongs to God, just like vengeance. If you're thinking about taking vengeance on somebody, you're in error, folks. Gotta warn you. Gotta warn you. People just think they're just big shots. You're not God. Somebody talented is out here. So the stars was just in the Virgo reading. And I guess the card lot does want to show. It was already faced up in the deck, and there's the electronics. And so somebody is doing something sneaky on their electronics out here. That electronics card came out in somebody else's reading as well. Drugs are going on. So somebody got fake communications going on, trying to get some drugs, psychedelic behaviors out here. They know what they're doing or did do. All right. show me Libra. Somebody's kids out here involved in some drugs, jail. Somebody can go to jail for something. FBI is out here when the eighth house comes out here. Queen of Swords is some type of a professional energy out here. It's a government intelligence. And so whoever's in the upright. A storm is out here. Okay. The rain is showing here as well. And it also goes back to the 8th house. Can have a meaning of the rain and stormy energy. Show me more information. A Sagittarius, a compassion, the word purple, that's your crown chakra, you need to think, and fountains. You live somewhere where there's fountains, and you live somewhere where there's fountains, okay? We have running and chasing energy out here. We have the car lot. And then somebody's cursed. Okay, well, somebody's cursed because they think that they're going to do some type of a revenge and put spells on people, and some stupidness is out here around some crap. Somebody took out a contract on somebody. It's backwards. It's the mob. And whoever did that, they're going to pay the price for doing the nonsense. That's God's word. Give me more information. Sagittarius energy goes back to somebody's husband could be here. In the negative of that energy, it can go to the will and scattering. If we're talking about storming energy, then we got whirlwind, tornadoes, hurricanes, natural disasters, things like that. Exaggeration. Somebody's hiding from somebody out here because of some type of a revengeful thing that's taking place around death. Okay? Anyway, your husband, your ex-husband, or your ex-wife is out here connected with that energy. It's positive and protection and perception in the upright of that energy. So whoever you are. The letter O came out. This is inheritance. There is a death matter out here. Okay, it's also a good luck rune. Okay, Sagittarius energy also goes back to that as well if it's in the upright. This goes back to traditional viewpoints and any kind of assets and money and stuff like that. The letter O or the 0 is the Fool card in the deck as well. It came out in the Virgo reading. This is also a hidden relationship somewhere around somebody, and it's a baby. Whose other reading did this come out in? I don't remember. Gemini or Taurus connection had this rune come out. A construction worker, a worker was there in wording. And this has a meaning of a construction worker or a worker as well, okay? Or somebody you work with is involved in something with luxury. And there's money out here. 2 money runes come out here. Or your ex or 2 exes are involved in something with the matter. It's the NG together with the O or 2 X's or ox energy would take you back to taurine connections if we want to look at something. Or you have cows or oxen. I think Texas also came out somewhere as well. Just like longhorn energies coming through, something like that. But somebody is running and chasing after something, doing some revengeful thing. Somebody's lost cause out here won't let go, and God's going to make sure that they, I guess, go to hell, because the go into hell card came out today in the general. Somebody won't stop. I guess not. You don't have compassion on somebody, or maybe you do, then good for you. But there's contracts. Somebody's in the wrong somewhere. Around kidnap energy. That came out real strong yesterday. Foster care is right underneath that. Those of you that got foster care connections, maybe it's a little Sagittarius. There is a child real heavy in the Virgo reading in the hidden space. Okay? And all that kind of child trafficking stuff was coming out yesterday. Somebody sitting in a car lot doing some stuff on these electronics, folks. Drugs are attached to some stuff. It's dangerous out here with Libra connections. If your family member's involved in something, I guess they'd have access to children around your home. I guess so. Give me just a second. Let's go to the next house. The enemy serpent is afraid right now. That came out of my deck the other day, and God told me to leave it out on the table. Somebody's afraid right now. It made its way right here, and it's supposed to be over there by that basket. Somebody got the enemy all shaking in their boots. Good. It's a good thing, folks. We ain't putting up with wicked people no more. I ain't. I just won't put up with them. People causing havoc. Even right out of your own family, folks. All right. We're going to go to Scorpio. Hey, Scorp. Welcome in. Those of you who are part of this platform, welcome back. If you're upright. And if you're new, my name is Shannon. Glad to have you. Audio discretion advised if you have little ones around. Show me, Scorpio Most High, what's going on with this energy, or for the cross watcher. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Could be a single person involved, or that's you. This is about having discernment. If it's in the upright, you're very fruitful, having discernment, all that kind of stuff. It's about being prudent. In the negative, this is, I'm going to segregate you. I'm going to use you for your money. Okay, so either you're doing that or somebody's doing that to you. Some type of being inspirational out here, or a new beginning of something is out here. Show me, Scorpio. Whether you're inspired or not. Ace of Wands is supposed to be a good card. There you guys are. Queen of Cups is coming out here. This is very loving, gentle, sweet, caring, kind, intuitive energy. Or you're dealing with another person that way as well. If she's in the negative, this is a manipulator. Show me more. We have the Two of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody, this is a relationship problem out here, okay? And the Six of Pentacles is coming out. This is about equal giving and taking. Somebody's not in unity somewhere, or you're not in unity with somebody. They want you to be in unity. God told some people to run from this. Somebody who you think that they are, for some of you all, if you are upright and intuitive, somebody wanting a new beginning around you, somebody's got discernment out here on something. Somebody knows something. Show me more information. Show me, Scorpio. What's in the hidden space for them? Feel a strange energy here. These are coming out sideways. Somebody that's in an official place. Okay, some people are upright, some people aren't, or somebody's playing both sides. If you think somebody is in unity, for some of you all, they really aren't. Okay, whoever this official person is, or that's you. That's government intelligence. Your energy goes back to that. Just came out in wording, though. If you work with this person, this also came out sideways as well. This is work. Okay, and a surprise. It came out of the other deck, a surprise. Somebody popping up and doing something out here as well. Whatever it is. Hold on a second. Somebody's tapping in on my stuff. Hold on just a second. Let me just say that I have rights on this platform that belongs to me, Shannon Hensley. It does not belong to anybody else. I don't care if you're the FBI. I don't care if you're the President of the United States of America. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the King of England. I don't care what you are. I don't care what you are. Family member, ex-friend, a co-worker. You're in error on my platform. Let Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, get up in your face, because he's going to. You don't have no right whatsoever to touch my platform. That's got my legal information connected. No idiot has a right to touch this. Right, Miss Dempsey? You're going to jail when I get done with you. You're an idiot to me. Somebody is using somebody. Right, Miss Bridge? We have long-term stuff. Something's coming up out here. Money out here. Okay? Surprise with money. All these came out. Somebody really ain't in unity somewhere. And somebody won't accept something. I guess you won't accept something. You're going to go to hell. All this money is out here. Somebody thinks they have a right to take money that don't belong to them. And no, you don't. You're fixing to get beat up real hard by God. God's going to take revenge on you. You're a thief, a liar, a cheat, and a devil. Give me just a second. Okay, so God always tells it when somebody's hacking in on my stuff. We've had all these telephones and stuff, and somebody doing some stupid stuff out here today as I've been reading. Anyway, you're fixing to go to jail. You're fixing to get, I'm going to spit in your face when I have my day. I am dealing with the stupid Scorpio and the negative of the energy. Completely done. You're right. We're completely done with you. Somebody's not in unity out here for Scorpio connections. Somebody's a freak and a manipulator somewhere with this connection. They won't accept something. God said he is going to remove somebody. Okay. Some signs in the reverse. Okay. Well, anyway, the number 11 was there in somebody else's reading as well. These, this is like synchronicities and seeing signs and numbers and stuff. And somebody's, I don't know, somebody can't see the signs. I guess so. There's a conflict out here. Came out in the reverse. Somebody's completely done. We're just completely done with the nonsense. Somebody's stupid and toxic out here around some crap going on with Scorpio connections. And they are connected with government intelligence, and somebody's nothing but a fool there in the negative of that energy, and I know what I'm talking about. You people are crazy. Somebody's stupid ex is out here, and you are stupid. Somebody's stupid ex is stupid. The Most High is going to get the last say, not some ditch. Not some stupid idiot. A truthful friend. If you think somebody is a truthful friend, somebody's really not. Somewhere there's third-party connections somewhere. Okay? Soulmates are out here around something that's going on with your connection, Scorpio. Calm me down, Most High, because I really want to put my heel in this idiot's face. Okay? We have running and chasing coming out. Dumb. We got Australia connections coming out. We also have fountain connections. Somebody's in the wrong. Somebody is in the wrong, folks. Somebody's completely done somewhere. There's money connected to bribery and everything else, and some kook that's very toxic out here around connections and trying to get people to think that they're all up in here in unity, and they want to use somebody for all this money to segregate, and I think I'll use you. And the Most High says, no, he's going to get the last say. And whoever stupid ex is involved in some crap, you're toxic. You're a nut case somewhere. You're a mental case. Gullible. Somebody being gullible? Well, there's IT workers that are stupid and gullible too. Taking somebody's little bribe out here to tickety-tack on the electronics. The word electronics is out here. What's wrong with you? You're illegal on my platform. Sorry, Scorpios that are upright. I'm not meaning to make this about me, but when people start to hack in on my phone, I'm going to give them a what for. I'm dealing with retards. Proof. Okay, some Leo energy is out here, and some Leo that I'm dealing with don't have proof of crap. They're a thief, a liar, and a cheat, and a slut, and a whore. There's damage out here. That's right, because the person did a nasty, nasty with the dog. You know who you are, Rach. You freak. You are a freakazoid. Somebody's uncle's out here around something, and a judge is out here attached to something. Most times too faithful to fail me or anybody else. What's in the hidden space? I will expose your crap, because you're not going to touch me no more. Piece of nutcase concern. You better be concerned. Somebody's concerned about the link that's really not theirs, that's ran to France. Now I'm understanding some stuff that's already come out. Y'all ain't getting away with this. Stupidness. So something's really intense going on here. It came out in the reverse. It's real intense because this ditch is out here. This ditch has no soul. They're a lost cause because God says so. God just says for us to just trust. We are. God's fixing to kill this individual that just won't stop. You're fixing to die. God's going to do it. You're freak and you're toxic. You're some stupid. Jehovah rebuke you, Satan. Ridiculous. So hidden relationships around somebody. Somebody's messing around with a freaking whore and a half. That's a giant. Their genetics are cray-cray and disgusting. They're a Nephilim. They mix themselves with an animal. This is luxury. Again, somebody wants to use somebody out here. Is it okay for people to use people? No, it is not. It's your time to die. You're going to die at the end of this bull crap. Every person involved in it. It's luxury and it's not yours. Don't belong to you. You thief. Somebody's ex is a problem out here. Okay? Or two exes or some kooks out here around something going on. This is, again, the hidden relationship and a construction worker or workers involved in some bull crap going on as well. An official person's out here around some piece of nasty. Some of you all, this is your partner and they're nasty. They're damaged. There ain't nothing good about damaged goods. There ain't nothing good about this ditch. Person's a freakazoid. The N and the G and the D came out here. And the Leo came out specifically. Australia came out specifically. The Most High is just telling people just to trust. He's got something under control. They want a war. All right. You're going to get it. God's going to teach our hands how to war. We're going to have the necks of our enemy. You guys can be some type of crude disgust in the earth realm all you want. All it's going to do is take you down to the pit. You're cowards. You really are a coward. But you can't get it because somebody's got mental problems. God already said that they had mental problems. They can't even think straight. They're a lizard. So stupid. Miss Dempsey, if I find you on my my electronics again, you're going to be tortured. I have found you over and over and over again on my electronics. And you're going to be tortured when I get done with you. Most High's going to teach my hands how to war. I'm going to get up in your face. At the command of God, I'm going to have your neck. I don't care. You're going to get off my stuff. You foul piece of nutcase. You are some crazy shattered individual. I've seen your Facebook channel before. You some type of kook. Look, game on. Thank you, Most High. He said, the Most High said, you show up peaceable, I'm going to show up peaceable. But you show up in some type of foul way and being forward, and this is my rights on my platform. And I find people all hidden on my platform, and I remove you. It's my right, my prerogative. Game on this war. Game on this war. You're stupid to me, folks. Your brain is literally fried. Retards are what you people are. And I don't care about the group of you. My God's going to smash you down. You're an idiot. Let the record, on the record, you're an idiot. Care if you're government, I don't care what you are. You ain't nothing to me. All right, Sagittarius. See what's going on with you all or the cross watcher. Most High, I thank you for the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Any person that puts their hands on this platform, Most High, I pray immediately you stomp down on, you begin to frame evil around them. Just like you say, because they just won't stop. Remove them. They have no right spiritually or naturally. We have the World card, or fire. Also can have a meaning in the pictograph of two of something. There is two of something going on. Somebody try to act like they are me, and they're not. I say that because I'm also Sagittarius. and I want the truth. This is about a reward, and God's going to visit somebody. So somebody guilty out here. Somebody being sneaky. And somebody's being sneaky, cheating. Some of y'all had a little side piece of nutcase somewhere as well. And something's going to be over. Somebody guilty for something out here. Seven of Swords, strategizing, guilty, thieving, lying, stupidness. And something's going to end. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Just take the bottom because too many cards came out with it. It's a single person. We also have the Two of Swords, and we also have the Seven of Cups. Somebody's got a consequence on making a decision because somebody's guilty out here. Somebody's guilty out here for thieving something, lying, and acting like they don't know what's going on, and they did. Now, that energy came out real strong. I think it was the Libra connections, and then all kind of crazy stuff came out on it for people who were in the negative of that energy. Somebody could be 77 out here attached to something. The number 7 would be Libra, that house. There is a consequence on somebody's decision out here. Okay? There's the Devil. You are going to let go, you fool. The Devil was also in somebody else's reading. You're going to go to hell, and you're going to let go, and you're going to, my God, go straight to the pit where you belong. Somebody's obsessed somewhere. Somebody took a bribe to do some stuff. They lied. The word gullible, God already told somebody today not to be gullible and some crap, and I guess somebody ended up being a cuckoo on the electronics as an IT worker fool. You ain't that genius after all, are you? You're dabbling in on people's electronics illegally. Somebody boss is out here as an imposter somewhere. When that Devil came out, I think it was a Libra reading, I stated somebody to say yes to something. I guess somebody said yes. You gotta, if you did anything sexual, you just got a sex disease. You just did. You're a kook. The pathway. You know, somebody's down death row here. A murderer is out here. This long-term nonsense. Judge him, Most High. Something about a dirt road connection to something is out here. The Devil's out here twice. Okay, well, I'm not afraid of the Devil. I stand in the truth. Somebody just sitting up in here pursuing people just because, well, you're jealous or something. Cuckoo in their freaking brain. That's dumb. Somebody's idiot out here. Devil is out here in the, there's the war right there. I'm saying bring it. Why are you even here? Freaking giant piece of nutcase. There are giants in the land, folks. There are giants in the land. War. It's right here. You're going to jail. You're going to jail, you piece of nutcase. You're going to jail. Somebody got a false heart. They do because somebody's a devil. Somebody is a little imposter out here. They think that they can do whatever they freaking want on electronics and get away with some crap and murder, and you're going to freaking jail for it. Go ahead and infest everybody with your nasty sex. You and your animals. Because the zoo came out, somebody else's reading as well. You go all right on ahead, you false person. Whoever took the little bribe to get on the electronics. You just screwed yourself. You're guilty. Somebody's guilty and going to jail. Piece of crazy. Fired. Somebody going to get fired. Look, whoever, well, like I'm saying, I'm directly talking to IT workers somewhere that is hacking in on my stuff. And whoever did the sexy sex for it, because the little side piece was all over when we first started out here. And again, you got a sex disease now because this is a devil energy and the sex disease came out. Whoever's that sound my voice, you're upright and you're in some type of government intelligence, because it kept showing yesterday, it kept warning us. Somebody's partnering who you think that they are, and they do anything, I guess, for money and crap. Somebody's using people on electronics here. They need to be fired right now. Put them in jail. Dark night of the soul. Yeah. Anyway, I don't give a rip. Your soul's gone. It's been gone a long time ago. on whoever's been doing this for forever on my platform. You're some fool. God said somebody was going to go to hell, and you are, I'm talking to the person that's touching my stuff. You are a lost cause. You're a nutcase. Displeased, heavy breathing out of anger. Somebody's getting fired for something. For starting this nonsense on my platform. You ain't getting away with it. Piece of nutcases. Whole group of crazy. They were all found. Before I started this platform, I went and did something to look at some information behind the scenes on my platform. I found a group of people, and Miss Dempsey is always found inside that group on my stuff. I should have took a picture of all the people that were there, but she's always there on it. And I've also, when I did have a Facebook account, she was up on my Facebook stuff as well. So I don't know who you are and what kind of nutcase you are, but you're getting off my stuff. You need to go to a mental ward. I don't even know who you are or why you're there on my stuff with a group of people all the time. But you have no right to hack in on my device that I pay for. So, memories. I don't give a rip about people. It's childhood memories and things like that. I don't know what somebody's problem is with me because I've never had a conversation with anybody. So somebody just did some crap. And let me just say something. It's because that rumor card keeps coming out. If somebody started a rumor and you're part of a false rumor that was made and you've got something that somebody did towards me, I have a right to have a conversation. I have a right to have a conversation. No one has ever had a conversation with me. Just all kinds of stupid stuff just begin to happen. I'm an upright person, and you don't have a right to do this on my platform. You're guilty, and now you people are going to go to jail for doing some crap just because somebody, whoever, didn't like me or whoever jealous of me for whatever, and why somebody stole my music. That's on them. I stand before God alone in the truth. You picked a fight with somebody that did nothing to you. And whatever somebody freaking did in this war ain't my problem. A curse can't light where it is not, where it has no right to light. You go ahead and do whatever you think you guys got to do to get up on my stuff. God's going to smash you to the pit. Your souls are going away for this crazy stuff. You're full, and I spit on you. You will not go without being unpunished by my God. There it is. This is unprotected sex that went on with this stuff. Somebody's gonna get fired for taking this little bribe to do some sexy sex to get up on the electronics. You're screwed. Unprotected sex, partner to partner, unsafe decisions out here. Okay, well, I guess you screwed yourself. The decision card's also, it was a bad decision. What you did was unsafe. Family connection. Well, the child energy was here. My family's been murdered because of some stupid idiot that started some crap for no reason on me because of whatever. It says somebody's in love with somebody out here, just in general energies. A donor energy. Look, a serpent is out here. It is right here. It's the devil. It's ridiculous. Somebody says, I'm tired of waiting. So that was coming through my spirit and somebody's reading. Okay, well, anyway, somebody needs to get fired right now for taking a bribe in a sexual way and a bad decision that's taken place as some stupid false heart person over a love situation that they're just, my God, a snake that's going to get their head stomped. It says to stomp on it. God is going to stomp on it. Look, somebody's ex. And so if you're some ex person, you think I'm involved in something, I'm involved with nobody. You're kook on my life. You screwed yourself, you demon. Most High says he's going to deliver from this. All we have to do is trust. I do trust you, Jehovah. There's an emergency. Well, anyways, whatever. Damage. Oh, somebody is damaged out here. Real damage. They're full-blown thieving. They don't even care. They're not, because they're a lost soul. Somebody just keeps coming and trying to tip somebody and, hey, give you some money and sex, and they're evil. There was a consequence to this. 7 of Cups is a consequence. Your job is out here. Guess you didn't care. You don't care about your soul. That's what this is. I don't care. Okay, well, you are going to care when you get fired and you have to search for your necessities for doing something to an innocent person and putting them out. You are going to care when you're gnashing your teeth down there with this idiot. The letter O is out here. So an ox, is a Taurus energy, is connected to some crap. It is. And some Taurus tried to accuse me of something, and I whipped out some evidence one day to the ditch. Thought that they were a big shot trying to accuse me of something, and right in their face I showed them. Somebody later told me that individual, they're jealous of female energy. They like to just be the only feminine energy around stuff, and that they get real possessive and jealous and stuff. I didn't even know the person, but they started to accuse me of something. I had evidence of something that they were trying to say to me, and I showed them. I guess their pride made them feel stupid, and that's why they did what they did. But I'm still breathing. I'm still giving glory to God. It didn't work. You're a little jealousy, whatever the crap you thought you were trying to do, or whatever all of that crap was about. You are a full-blown snake out here. And you ain't going to ever touch me, because I belong to the Most High, and He's too faithful to fail me. There is a Taurus out here involved in something that's in the negative, in some stuff. Somebody's ex. It says somebody's ex is a stupid problem. They're stupid. They're just a nutcase piece of ditch somewhere. Money is around this. Again, somebody did something real risky for money. Cost you everything in this stupid war. Now your family in this war is going to be caught up in some crap, and you did it. You did it. Okay? If somebody don't care, this is a rebellion room. They're damaged. Stupidness. People are nuts, folks. People are really nuts. Give me just a second to gather myself. I apologize to you all who are following the readings. Obviously, there are people setting up in places that they know they're guilty about some stuff. That's the only reason why somebody got to come up in here and do some stuff on my electronics. They know they're guilty. They know they're guilty. It's funny. You know, some people, that they don't get, if you just sit there and let God take care of something, if you feel like something, whatever, if you just give something to God, all the truth will come out about people and things and everything else. But no, people go doing some stuff and paying people off to go do rumors and stuff and destroying lives out here, and their own lives and families are getting caught up in crap, excrement. Somebody going to hell today in those readings. All because somebody's a lying sack of crap, a cheat, and a thief. Cost you. People laying down and doing animal sex and crap and bestiality. God says you must die to do that. You must die. That's God's word. You must die. You're a half-breed, animalistic piece of nutcase. Fools. Anyway, play with the fools, people. Go ahead and play with the fools. Can't keep your britches up for nothing. Think money's going to answer everything, all your dreams. It's going to take you to hell. All right, Capricorn, let's see what's going on with you. Most High, what's going on with this connection or the cross watcher? Thank you for telling me that. Most High said that his right hand's going to find out all his enemies. They're not going to get away with what they're doing. Show me Capricorn. Give me just a second. Let me gather myself because I'm really angry. I'm angry that people think it's okay to do things to innocent people. My God's going to shove his fist right down your throat. Show me Capricorn most high. Stupid. Okay. Stupid police department. Stupid police department came through. If you're a cop and you're not upright, you're stupid. There's the Queen of Pentacles with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles is in the reverse. If somebody wants to do a little work against another person with Pentacles, is what that represents with the Three of Pentacles in the reverse. There's third parties out here. If you're upright and somebody's trying to do something against you, or they're wanting you to get involved in this, to do something against another person, then that's what it's showing. It's a little Lovers card out here. Anyway, the sex crazy stuff came out. Somebody got diseases somewhere. We have the Strength card, okay? In the pictograph, this is a doorway. It's passing from one space to the next. It's births, it's death. It's male and female. And wherever that Queen of Pentacles came out, somewhere else in the negative of the energy, somebody was really had sex change somewhere. Okay, they were male and female, or trying to pull it off, or a he, she, or a strange woman energy was there. Okay, around something. If this is in the negative with the Strength card, there is a maladministration somewhere. The Official Person card came out crossing just a second ago in somebody else's reading. If the Queen of Pentacles is upright and you are upright, and somebody wants to come up in here and say, hey, work with us to do something against somebody else, and they're upright, and you are upright, and now you're getting tempted in something, you're going to lose your soul in something, especially if you can touch somebody who is upright. God will not let you go without being unpunished for some crap out here. So either somebody's trying to get you involved, or you are involved, or somebody's trying to do something for some of you against you. Okay, there's a little spy out here, and a little communications going on. Somebody's trying to check something out. There's a dividing there's a dividing energy that's out here around something. Show me more information. The Eight of Wands, fast communication. There's two eights out here. Something secretive is going on around you, Capricorn energies, at work, or this is a boss figure, okay, or a co-worker is involved in something that's going to come out in this reading for you all. Queen of Pentacles represents being grounded. There's the Devil right there. Okay, well, anyway, this is a whip. Somebody's very repetitious in some crap that they're doing out here. Somebody's fixing to get fired because the word fired just came out in Sagittarius reading. Show me. Okay, those want to come out. If that's flattery, or here's my gift, or my bribe, or somebody's jealous of a love situation, or something's going on at work, then so be it. The connection in the reverse. All right, well, somebody's angry about a connection with that Devil energy being here. Okay, and somebody knows it. The Confusion card in the reverse. Somebody knows about something. Okay, somebody's house is upside down. Somebody's foundation is upside down. Okay, there's no honor here. Look, the snake. It just said that there was a snake in the grass to stomp on it. Because the Devil's out here, that old serpent. There is no honor here on some crap going on. Okay, somebody's a freaking manipulator and cherishing something in the reverse. Now somebody's connection's off. Somebody's a fake person. Somebody is, or you are, around this connection. It ain't no connection. In the Scorpio reading, the Two of Cups was in the reverse. There really wasn't no unity there. Somebody was just playing, I guess. They knew what they were doing. There's a songwriter connection out here. Releasing something. Look, if somebody stole somebody's music, because we talk about it on my platform all the time, they manipulated some crap out here. Okay? Somebody that you live with in your home has done something. Then they've released a song. They're going to go to jail for that crap. Okay, I know personally for my situation, if you're also somebody who's talented, these people do that crap on purpose, working against another person. Okay, somebody left somebody some money in their will, and they're looking for the person. So you may be the person looking, or somebody looking for you. Okay, there's some money out here attached to something. Somebody's got some type of manipulation to a connection though, or they're not confused because they want the money, because the thievery energy just came out in the Sagittarius reading as well. So whoever the stupid snake is, somebody's going to find out the truth. Somebody is a false person. Look, the house is here twice. What that means for you. All my cards in this deck is in the upright, but the house card directly came out in the reverse in the other deck. Interesting. Somebody from your house is connected to something going on out here. Somebody gonna find out some truth. Somebody trying to avoid a conversation because they're guilty for something. And there is conversations been going on all day. That phone keeps coming out in the reverse. Nutcases, boy. Your cousin. Okay, well, somebody out of your house is a manipulator. Your cousin's out here. Okay, doing some crap. The bribe. Somebody did take it. In the Sagittarius, I just lost it. I was just like, in war. And the word war came out. Somebody cursed out here. That bribe came with the curse. This is cursed above all animals and cows and everything else, like God said. There's the construction worker. A worker keeps coming out in the runes as well as the wording. Anyway, somebody fixing to get fired for something. A beloved one, or one who is loved, or a lover, or something loving energy is here. Somebody saying, I'm sorry. We kept getting that, I'm sorry. It's been nothing but a freaking lie. Somebody fell for it for a bribe. You just cursed yourself. Or you're going to curse yourself. You take a bribe to go do something against another person for whatever some crazy person's doing it for. Somebody's ex is a cuckoo. So a spirit of reconciliation. So that reconciliation card keeps saying it's a lie. For a lot of people, or somebody's just jealous around it and is willing to bribe around it. Whatever. Somebody wants to avoid a conversation because they're caught up in some nonsense out here for being false. The reflection card, the dark night of the soul, dark shadow, facing the inner truth, or seeing the true colors or not, came out in the reverse. You interpret it. Either you are or you're not. Being shattered. This says crushed. God just said in the Sagittarius reading, snake in the grass, it said stomp on the head. Okay? Somebody's fixing to get crushed in their freaking head. And you can be a cuckoo in the hell where you belong. Okay, some type of broken energy is out here. Something very extreme is going on. Harshness cutting off. That's right. Because you ain't going to play games with somebody just because you've got a problem in your mind. Okay, there's the jealousy right there. There's snakes around your energy. Those of you who are in the upright, your cousin's out here involved in something going on. And those of you who are not in the upright, maybe you are the cousin. Something's already happened to a cousin. I don't know. Something's out here wrong with this information that somebody's trying to avoid in a conversation with something that's taking place with the bribe. It's got somebody's house just turned completely upside down in something. Okay, that wants to fly out of the bag. This is a mutual interest in somebody's relationship. So whoever's got the little side piece or did have the side piece that kept coming out in the Aries and the Taurus and the Gemini energy, or whoever is who in any energy, that somebody's mutually interested. Somebody's a freaking freak and a snake. They ain't interested in some ex is still shattered over some crap out here. They've lost their mind. Okay, the letter J, whether you're upright or not, for example, that wants to just jump out of the bag. So it just jumped out of the bag. Give me just a second and we'll move on. Ridiculous. Sickos, boy, sickos. I've seen this in my spirit before. So somebody's sitting here crying and being some type of my God. But maybe it's been 2 years ago. I kept seeing a full-grown adult sitting in the middle of their living room kicking like a little toddler because they weren't going to get their way. Somebody ain't going to get their way. And They just keep going on and on and on and on until the devil himself is going to take them down to the pit of hell. We got people that are literally cray-cray and cursed and went nuts because they wanted their way. But I'm seeing somebody, a full-grown person, sit there and just kicking and screaming in the middle of a floor. Shattered. Stuck in the past for stuff. Jealousy. Ate up with it, man. Full-blown cursed devil out here. No wonder somebody didn't want them. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Stupidness. All right, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on with you all. Or the cross watcher. Show me Aquarius. Thank you. Most High is bringing that scripture. He gives us power to stomp on serpents. Whoever's dealing with Capricorn energy, there's serpents around that energy. And if you belong to God, He gives you and I power to stomp on that nonsense. Somebody got an eyewitness to something that's taking place. As I was shuffling this card, the air caught the top of this other deck and the eyewitness showed itself. So that card came out, somebody else is reading. Somebody knows something that's going on. Show me Aquarius. So y'all hold this in the deck. So either you're dealing with the fool or you are a fool. Somebody is. There's a devil here. Somebody signed something they did. There's a covenant around something they did. I think it was a Virgo reading. This fool card was there. And I always say as a fool returns, they eat vomit like a dog. And that scripture came out in that reading. Somebody is a fool. Somebody's a full-blown devil. Murderer. Detached, think they're genius on some crap. There's a serpent here, folks, and God gives you the power to stomp on it. Somebody got to take a leap of faith on something that's going on out here, because somebody's ex is out here, won't let go, and God says He's gonna make them. He's gonna kill them if they don't stop. For some of your cases, they're already twice dead in something going on. There's a murderer out here. There's an eyewitness to something. This is I know, and the devil card goes to I use, and somebody knows somebody's using somebody. God's fixing to chew you up. The moon. There's T connections out here. It's coming out crossing. And so this secrets are known. Somebody, for some of your cases, they don't have no intuition. There could be some fear around some people. And God said in another reading not to be afraid of something out here. Something's coming out. Something's coming out. Okay, somebody's a lost cause. 6 of Wands in the reverse is losing energy. A public loss is out here. Or somebody's afraid of publicly losing something. Also, the 6 of Wands in the reverse can represent somebody trying to get a public victory in a wrong way. The devil's here, so the devil don't give a rip about crap. Whatever, it's a lost cause energy in the reverse. Somebody's prideful out here with the 8 of Wands. Some type of communication or going somewhere or something secretive with the 8 of Wands in the reverse, or stopping real quick the communication. Somebody has eyewitness, knows about communication out here as well. Something is going on with it. There's that devil again right up underneath the 9 of Wands. Well, it wants to be seen in the Aquarian connection. Some of y'all got a person that's got mental problems. That's a mental problem card. This devil is out here. So we have the Lovers in the reverse. These are choices. This is also health. And whoever's got the sex disease out here that tempted some, because the devil's all about temptation. God said somebody had a mental problem. They were kook. And somebody got health issues. Somebody had unprotected sex. They got health issues. There's a change or something's changing that's never going to be the same again. That's in the reverse. Also, the devil just wants to hold on and be obsessed, and God's going to make somebody let go whether they don't want like the change or not. Stupidness. Poverty in the reverse. Okay, well, somebody signing stuff, or the bribe energy also came out to the hidden space. Okay, a test. The ST, there's two T's and an S. Okay, a test. TST. Still in the phonics. Somebody's being tested out here. Devil around stupid stuff. You're going to hell for something. Somebody is. A judge. Somebody from Australia also was coming out in somebody else's reading for a connection. A manipulator is around something. And a confession is out here. Good. Somebody needs to confess something. Something is going to come out. Something is known somewhere. Like I said, that eyewitness card. Let me just put this back in the deck. It came out. It also came out with this card, the songwriter energy. Well, it is a factor in some stuff. Devil is part of the industry, and they thieve things. They thieve people's talents. Assigning something, songwriting. It's here with the fool. There's knowledge. It was foolish. Somebody acting like they wrote somebody else's stuff. It's called lying, and God ain't for you. He's against you. Thieving causes a curse to go into your house. Coveting causes you to die early in the earth. You're cursing. Somebody's a fool. Something about the springtime and finding truth jumped out. And somebody needs to contact their family. Okay? I wouldn't delay. Somebody's cousin was in the Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is here as well. Whether you're a devil or not, I don't know. If you're upright, you're upright. And somebody's using you on the opposite end of that energy. There's an upright enforcement here. Okay, well, I'd really like to talk to you. Says don't let them go alone, and don't fear came out. Whatever that means for you. Australia is here. Somebody is a manipulator somewhere, but somebody's going to find some truth. There's an eyewitness to something going on, and then the CIA. There's real secretive stuff going on out here around something. Somebody also has been trying to hold somebody back from contacting their family as well, for whatever reason, why they won't. Or think that they have a right to stop somebody from contacting their family. You do it anyway, folks. You do it anyway. Nobody has a right to tell you that you can't if you're a full-grown adult and you have your mind. You do what God tells you to do. Show me Aquarius fired. Somebody going to get fired on something. There is a boss energy out here for something devilish that's known about, that somebody has seen. With the eyewitness in a manipulation, there's a confession going to take place. Somebody lost their job on some crap by doing some sexual act out here. And now you're not only losing your job, God says you're getting a sex disease out of the matter. All because somebody's stupid ex is involved in some crap out here on some thievery stuff. Because the Seven of Swords is up underneath this nutcase energy. There's the ex right there. Show me Aquarius. Sports. War. Somebody knows where somebody planted something in the ground, or just in general put something somewhere. Somebody does have something locked away. Somebody has left somebody some money and it belongs to somebody, and they're looking for that person to give it to them. Okay? And so some of y'all got somebody looking for you. Or you're the one looking. But anyway, the Most High is going to reveal something where something is. So somebody took something. Okay, somebody going to get fired for putting something somewhere that they had no right. There's a thief out here. The devil's a thief, and the Seven of Swords is a thief card. It's your parents, and something about social media is out here attached to some stuff. Yes, it's electronic. Something about I love your eyes. Okay, well, there's temptation out here. Somebody's testing somebody. Okay, on something going on. So those of you who are in covenant with somebody, that little side piece kept coming out, the little lover's card. If you're married and somebody has an eyewitness to you flirting around and stuff, you're being tested. Or you were, and now something's come out of a situation. I don't know, you put the pieces together. Somebody is being tested out here. People can't just do what's right. Lust, it's all over the place out here. Show me more information. This is forbidden fruit. Probably same sex, because pride is out here with the devil. Somebody was married yesterday having same sex is nasty. Okay, pulling somebody's heartstrings came out. Again, somebody's being tested out here. If it's on your job, it gets on your job. A war is going on around some lustful, nasty situation, and you dang straight a war is going to come out of somebody jumping in bed with the same sex, or whoever it is has got some disease out here. That's big time war. Anyway, somebody's stringing somebody along to get pregnant. Also, it says. Well, that's crazy. Anyway, I guess you pull your britches down. You consented to it. So if there's pregnancy, you're locked in now for something. It says playing with your feelings. Right? Somebody being tested. Gossipy energy is out here. Again, spreading rumors. That card came out and said somebody deliberately spread a rumor on purpose because they were guilty in pride in something. They did it on purpose on somebody. That was all talked about in the Sagittarius reading. And I don't have to put up with it. Neither does anybody else. Out of your stupid jealousy. Because somebody has been jealous all day today. And so somebody just be willing to tear up people's lives just because they're jealous? I guess so. Kooks walking around the street. Anyway, somebody is out here, has spread some rumors, petty conversation, nonsense, smearing energy is out here, making somebody a fool. Okay? And I just won't be made a fool of. You're going to get it right back. God's ready to contend against that crap. I show up upright, and other people show up upright, and other people that are jealous of people that want to be upright in the earth realm. It's starting crap like this ain't going to work out for you. Somebody's just a full-blown devil out here now because of some nonsense. Nothing but a clown. Fraud is around some stuff. Yes, around if I want to be personal, and all of you all who have talent, whatever your talent is, and the industry has stolen it from you and I, it's fraudulent. Fraud rooms out here. Because we got songwriting energy that's come out. That's right. You didn't write my music or anybody else's music that you stole. Or anybody's book that you stole. Or anybody's painting. Either. Whatever is taking place. You're going to jail. The letter F might be prevalent, and this is something unfolding here. Also, children are involved in this. Contact your family, folks. Specifically, an aunt is underneath this. So, in the Capricorn reading, the house was there twice. Somebody's house was upside down. People do it to themselves, stringing people along. You don't think that stuff's going to karmically catch up with you? You reap what you sow. God says, I'm not going to be mocked by no one. Whatsoever a man sows, that shall he also reap. So whatever you freaking have done, you did it to yourself. Sitting here thinking that you're going to plant something in the ground or somewhere in your house, or put something locked away that belongs to somebody else and keep it, and that stuff ain't going to blow up in your face in the end. There's fraud out here on somebody, and you're a loser and you're guilty. Somebody knows about it. God says not to be afraid, to get this confession going. Put some freak behind bars where they belong. Anyway, there's children involved in some stuff, or again, somebody's stringing somebody along because they want you to get them pregnant, or you're trying to get somebody pregnant because you want them to give you money or something, whatever the crap. This is going to unfold for you. The letter F. This tells you to trust. You need to contact your family. You just need to trust in confessing something as an eyewitness, knowing somebody's manipulated something out here. Somebody is going to end up getting fired over a situation. God says don't fear about it. If somebody's deserving to get fired for some crap that they've done, then they need to get out of your business. Some people don't give a rip. They're there just to thieve, and somebody's going to lose out here because the Six of Wands is in the reverse, and something's going to be public on something. And I'm going to make it public on social media for everybody's stole from me. I ain't afraid of a war. I serve the God of war who don't lose and teaches my hands how to war. All God's children are protected. You take your lustful, nutcase brain somewhere else and go to hell. You don't want to find the grace of God? I don't have to pay for what you don't want. Neither does anybody else. All right, let's go on to the last house. Give me just a second. All right, Pisces, welcome in. Those of you who are upright, welcome back. If you are a part of this platform, and welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, I don't mess around here. I don't put up with nothing. Show me, Pisces. What are they doing? What's around them? What do they need to be aware of? We have the King of Cups in the reverse. That ain't good. We also have the Moon in the reverse. So if you had secrets, something's coming out. Somebody could be in a lot of fear for something out here as well with the Moon in the reverse. That ain't good. This is a manipulator. Okay? You dealing with another water energy, or this is obviously, those of you in the negative, you're showing up as a manipulator and secrets that are coming out. And you should be afraid if you're a manipulator. Because the manipulator just came out in the Aquarius reading. If you're upright, this is showing the opposite side of what's around you all that are upright. And so somebody is trying to pour on some watery sweets to do something in a very deceptive way. It's coming out. Somebody does know some stuff. There's an eyewitness somewhere on some stuff. Show me, Pisces. This crap's going to stop, folks. It's going to stop. With or without your approval, it's going to stop. 3 of Cups. This watery out here. This is gossipy things, public things coming out. 6 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay, well, a lot of watery stuff. That's too much water. It's heavy. Real heavy out here. People are talking about something out here. Or fixing to. Where you are. So this is coming out crossing the Hierophant. Somebody's married. It's come out all day. Somebody has a side piece, or you're the side piece. This somebody's morals and ethics. We also had magic nonsense and somebody trying to hex somebody, and let it go right back to you. How dare you, fool? There was a wolf preacher somewhere as well, and so the wolf came out, and the Hierophant was in that reading as well. So if this person's some idiot in a church, then some idiots out here. If you have your morals and ethics and you've got downloaded something, somebody's secret's coming out. Somebody hates somebody out here. Oh, you're stupid. Hatred is murder. Anyway, somebody is married. 4 of Wands is out here. Or your husband, or you're messing around with somebody's husband, or somebody goes to church or school or college or something like that. But specifically, there was a preacher, that energy that came out. And some people are upright, and God warned the people that were not upright, trying to touch his people, to not do it. So whatever's going on out here, somebody's in the wrong for something. People are gossiping about something that's known around your energy, or you're fixing to be a part of some conversations of some type of manipulative thing that's taking place in secret. Something's coming out. We have the present time in the reverse. Feeling the moment, becoming aware today, in the now, okay? Where something's just passed right now, since that's in the reverse, that's coming out, okay? Well, anyway, the present time is out here. The present time came out yesterday as well. I feel is the motto of the moon, and I have. Somebody has feelings out here around some type of knowing that some manipulations around a matter. Terms. It came out the same exact way as the Hierophant. It jumped on the Hierophant like this. So whoever was dealing with the Aries, and this came out in somebody else's reading as well. Somebody trying to work something out in a marriage. This is manipulative. The reconciliation that's come out all week and just a second ago in somebody else's reading is nothing but a freaking lie. This is begging. This is negotiating to work something out. There's terms around something. Okay, somebody willing to beg like a dog. I guess they are. Family in the reverse. Well, somebody was told in the Aquarius reading to contact your family. So an aunt was there. I've seen a cousin in the Capricorn connections. Families in the reverse in something that's taken place where somebody has manipulated in some type of nonsense in a deceptive way. This says starting a family. Okay, well, somebody was just in the Aquarius reading trying to pull somebody along to get pregnant. It's all for manipulation. It's all for money, because I've seen luxury and everything else. Somebody's illegal somewhere on something. I'm hearing that somebody, this foreigner, somebody thinks that they can get somebody pregnant to stay somewhere just because they're getting somebody pregnant. Like immigration type of stuff is coming through. Anyway, ain't gonna work out for you because it's all in a deception out here. Whoever that goes to, it's coming through. That's dumb. God'll evict you right out of a land if you're not supposed to be there. You're leaving. No child's gonna get you to stay. Whatever that's about. That ain't gonna be for everybody. It's really strong coming through though here. This is about making a home and feeling safe and secure with the family. It's in the reverse. Somebody got fear. If you got entangled with somebody you thought were really sweet with that King Cups in the reverse, somebody came out today that was mean. And they were trying to propose, let's go to the next level. And they were full of indignation and sexual abuse and everything else. And so somebody got married or is thinking about getting married. Somebody is nothing but a manipulator here, and somebody mean. If you're fixing to have some type of a marriage contract energy out here, there's a premeditation, death of a person, death of an idea of something is also here, or you're going to make a right choice in some type of contractual way. Again, begging and negotiating on these contracts. With this Hierophant energy, somebody's manipulative somewhere. You might want to sit alone with God and get the truth on something, because in the Aquarius reading it said finding the truth. Somebody's got some type of truth that needs to come out, or it has already come out, or you need to make something come out. Obviously somebody knows something. There's gossipy energy around Pisces connections. Forbidden stuff is out here. All right, well, forbidden, a love affair is out here. Somebody married. Somebody's a manipulator around your marriage. You better check your spouses. It says there's temptation in the Aquarius reading. Somebody was trying to test somebody there. Something going on at work, I guess so. Flirting energy. Given into pleasure. It's forbidden. But you know, you're a grown adult. You can do whatever you want. It's gonna cost you something. If that was past energy, and now somebody's trying to beg and beg and beg because something came out, they are emotional with that King of Cups in the reverse. As I pop up a little lover card, this is messaging. And if somebody, obviously somebody's got same sex, then there's the rainbow. The homosexuals have taken that and they've claimed that, but actually that belongs to the people of God as a promise to us as a covenant. It don't belong to the homosexuals. You don't get to take the rainbow. So somebody's house is out here, your family's out here talking. Moon also go back to your soulmates as well. There's the devil. Somebody's mean. Somebody is a mean person somewhere out here, and somebody fixing to get mixed up in a bad deception in this love affair, being tempted with these roses out here, thinking you're going to pop up and you're fixing to get yourself in a bind here and whipped and everything else. There's Cupid. This is dangerous. Show me Pisces. You're being warned. If you're thinking about having an affair, you're being warned. Somebody knows about it. Somebody's testing somebody, and somebody got a whipping coming from it. You better repent. Call out upon the grace of God. Somebody's undercovered here. Okay, jumped on that King Cups. When they're undercover, I guess they are. They're manipulating something out here. Okay, something has been held in a safe that belongs to somebody. So this card's still at the bottom of the deck. Said somebody took something. Somebody knows where somebody planted something. So if it's in a safe, it's in a safe. Somebody has something that's not theirs. Money goes back to this. I have. Somebody has something out here. Somebody's undercover, even knowing that somebody has something. They're investigating a matter, then somebody's going to go to jail. There's the axe. Somebody fixing to get cut at the root. China connections are coming out here. Taurus connections are coming out here. Chile is coming out here. NFL jumped out here. We have society out here as well. Okay, PayPal connections. There's money attached to some things. Just in general energy. Or somebody's having communications on PayPal. You might want to check out PayPal connections if you're married. Somebody fixing to get cut. There's contact your family keeps coming out. You need to contact your family, folks. Somebody wants somebody to leave them alone. If somebody is just manipulating, keep coming back around, that fool has shown up today. Something's forbidden out here. Whoever the little side piece that won't let something go, and somebody is trying to reconcile for all upright purposes and stuff, and you're somebody's side piece and you just got this emotional tie, they want you to go on. The airport. All right, so for some people's cases, somebody was told not to let somebody to go alone. Somebody could be going to Chile or China. Okay? Or they did. Something's happened in the past with something. There's some type of a record here with PayPal. Or maybe Venmo is also coming through. Again, messaging is here. The tree. Well, the axe is at the root of this tree, folks. Look, it wants to go over. God's going to put an axe here and cut somebody completely away that won't stop. Because he already said so in somebody else's reading as well. All right. It's about somebody's mind. It's crazy. They're emotionally unstable out here. They've done something to somebody's family. It's all upside down. They want you to leave them alone. Somebody does have mental problems. It came out in wording that way. There's the snake. Somebody is a stupid snake. This is a little hey baby. Stupidness. Again, the Capricorn reading had two cards that had pictures of snakes, and also a snake in the grass was in wording there. Somebody's nothing but a snake. Okay? Being at a crossroad, what do I do? How do I escape? I don't know. By the truth and the truth alone. The letter Q is out here twice. The letter H and the letter T came out. You have, what is this? The letter K and the letter C, and it looks like a V. This is the torch. Somebody is just burning, okay, with lust and everything else. Okay, if you are dealing with a fire situation, then you are. This is about a forgiveness and somebody begging, but somebody's nothing but a manipulator and a snake around something that is very forbidden out here. And somebody wants these decisions that happen to be under the forbidden card. Somebody's at a crossroad. You mean you don't know what to do? Somebody pouring on all the little sweets to you, but obviously you know something's forbidden out here, especially if you're in a church. You should know better. Somebody's a full-blown devil out here. 2 devil cards came out in this reading. Who cares what some crazy kook wants in a contract out here? Something's off. Anyway, this is a forgiveness. Is that reconciling energy, but it's a lying energy. This says a wrong decision. for a wrong reason, contemplating. Again, somebody's like, what do I do? You do know what to do, but anyway, you choose wrong. It's going to cost you, but you can do whatever you want. This is about being uncertain. I stay or I leave. I don't know. There's an airport here. What do? You kiss a snake because it's going to talk out of this side and this side. This is about a justice that's going to be assured with or without your approval. Somebody's undercovered out here on something that's going on. Your family has been involved in something. Okay? All right. Well, anyway, this was the last house. I apologize for those of you who were inside the Sagittarius reading and the Capricorn and maybe the Scorpio. It started in Scorpio. Somebody was messing with my platform. I'm dealing with a criminal. I'm dealing with a murderer. And they just think that they can just come up on my stuff and try to get away with some stuff. And I just really I went into warfare. And so I apologize for that, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm tired of people messing with me and other people on the earth just because they want to be devils. And but anyway, if it affected the reading, I apologize to you. Please forgive me. But I have to do what I have to do on this platform. I will stand up in a moment for the truth. Okay? All right. Y'all pray for me. I pray for you. Until next reading, shalom. Let us stay in peace.